Gentlemen, you're so far away. There we go. Yeah, let's go with the orange. Dude, I got a cold sore on my mouth, and I want to rip my whole side of my cheek off. Okay? It's like right by the crevice of your mouth, you know, like the seam of your like inner lip. Ah. It usually happens whenever, like, your body's under siege, like you're getting the immune system destroyed, you know? But we will probably transition pretty quickly. I'm not sure. We'll play it by ear. We're going to play... Well, we do need to make a dent in the story this stream so that we can stream it next stream and finish it. And then the Thursday stream can be void. But we'll see. Kind of a bit of a shit show, if I'm honest. But hey. But ladies and gentlemen, have you seen this shit? This is the coolest thing I've ever... Not ever seen. This is big cool things. But it is very, very cool. Check this out, gang. I just found some gameplay that showed it off. But gang, did you see this shit? This is Breath of the Wild, the first one, in VR. Some psychopath somehow made Breath of the Wild in VR a thing, and it seems like a lot of the things work. Like, it's not like clunky, where like you actually have 3D motion. Like, you can do shit.
Said, "Heyo, TTS
Heyo.
test, but StreamerBot and my chat overlay doesn't seem to work today."
Oh no! Shit, I wonder why. I wonder what if it's because StreamerBot shouldn't have a server-based thing. It shouldn't crash. The server is hosting on your chat, you know, so it's weird. I wonder if there's not conflicting. All right, this guy is showing us how to do it, I think. Quick setup guide. Is this what we want? Yeah, there we go. Gameplay no company. Yeah. But dude, you guys have no idea how much I want to do like a let's play stream whatever of this. But a part of me is also terrified. Also, it might be a
Lone
2x
Syndicate
speed.
said, "What's up, Grin?
What's up?
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes!
How are you today?"
Happy New Year, gang. But so yeah, I so badly want to do this, like record this or whatever, or stream this. What's happening? Why is it just eating shit right now? Anyway, but I so badly want to show this, but I'm gonna give it a good bit because I'm not sure how litigious Nintendo feels about this, you know. So I'm kind of like, it is an old AF game, so like I'm hoping. Also, to say that's old is crazy, but I think it is. I think it's like 6 or 7 years old. Breath of the Wild, the first one, but it looks, dude, like this is perfect for me because this is like, to me, the best version of VR, which is like I never got to experience this game. I never got to experience
Happy New Year, Grin.
What do you call it? I've never got to experience Breath of the Wild or even like any Zelda game ever, like ever. So the fact that I see this, I'm like, it might be my first Zelda I go experience, you know, and it'll be through the lens that no one else can experience, or very select few can experience. I feel like it'll be extra magical as well as jank, but hey, yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, like everybody has been saying, happy mother flippin' New Year's. Are you guys ready for 2026? Also, what does not seem great is that this guy is rocking 45 FPS while playing it, so that's tough. Is that everybody? I have other gameplay here. But see, you can like do your little glidey thing and it works. Let's mute it. Is this one more same shit? This one's more of like a grounded stream, I think, of this guy doing it. It's less of like action-packed clips, but it looks pretty good because it's so stylized. It doesn't look as shit as you might otherwise think. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, how is your 2025 Jesus Christ going? I had to stay up till 12 last night because it's a tradition in our goddamn household. And my God, dude, ever since the whole waking up at 6 a.m. and going like all in until like 6 or 7 p.m., I do not have that in me, guys. I used to stay up till like 1 to 2 a.m. every day for like years. And now you just got no bandwidth anymore. I crumble immediately. It was like 11:40 and I was just like, I want to go to bed so bad. And I think it's because of the amount of shit being done every day, which is probably a problem. But alas. So let's skip ahead until we get some gameplay or like combat.
McFlufferkin said, "I'd be cautious about this because Nintendo really likes to slam their lawyers on the table when it comes to mods and or their games."
Yes,
being
I
emulated.
know that's why I'm hoping there's enough of a collateral damage here where like there's 16 video, like we're watching videos that are on. Well, okay, maybe we shouldn't watch this. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not gonna get eviscerated. it's hard to say. It shouldn't be like scannable unless it like. My thing is like, how will Nintendo know this is, because this stream isn't titled it. Anyways, but the reason why I kind of kept biting my tongue is because last week I got a copyright strike on my channel. Now, luckily, when you get a first copyright strike, it gives you like a 3-month warning. And if you don't fuck up in that 3-month period, you're basically you get your warning back, so you basically can like make another mistake. But anyways, I just thought it was crazy. We got a copyright strike watching a video that was on YouTube. But apparently, and it kind of makes sense in hindsight. Like, it's just, to me, I thought that was a pretty good rule of thumb. Like, it's on YouTube. Surely, if I watch it, it's like, it's clearly they're like, yeah. And again, to me, I'm like, oh, okay, like this, it happened beforehand.
McLeprechaun said, "I'm not advising caution about watching this. I mean, playing
it, maybe doing the whole thing, yeah, like uploading it, your experience and stuff like that." But anyways, I was gonna say, I lost my train of thought a little bit, but it was something about the VR thing. No, it wasn't about VR. Oh, it was about copyright strikes. In hindsight, like, it kind of makes some sense because, what do you call it? The channel itself can theoretically have gotten the rights to that clip, essentially. But I don't necessarily have rights to that clip, but it is just kind of insane that like normally you'd get just like the person who is the rightful owner of this is just taking the profits of the
Raidnade
video.
said, "I'm doing fine so
fine.
far, though I haven't really done much today."
Not too much. I'm about to say we've had like a very a beginning aspect of 2020, whatever the hell it is, 2026, whatever it is. But yes. So by the way, we probably will be more careful when it comes to like doing stuff. So, like when we're looking at the meme react stuff, we'll probably, if I see anything, it's really enough. The only thing that's really a big gap in like the copyright system, music is kind of settled and they'll just take the money and like leave it up, which is cool, or block it in certain countries, which is, to me, is like really fair and nice. That way you're not like completely striked. But movies, because I think there's movies and live streams basically just don't go together. So if you're ever watching like a movie clip on live stream, big fucking red flag. The reason why is because people like do live streams where they're just like watching through a whole series and shit, and yeah, it's just become like a super. As soon as they get any sort of flagging thing, they immediately strike your channel. They don't even ask if it was legitimate. In this case, I think it was, because again, this is that Bedazzled is licensed by
some people make burner accounts to upload whatever they want.
Yeah.
No ads, no monetization. So they skirt the legality to upload full movies and such. Watching it live is a big no-no.
Yes, yeah. Which, yeah, it's tough because like theoretically, I think I didn't like break the thing, because we like they talk about this in YouTube, but like the idea of copyright fair use, is like you're transforming it in some capacity, and usually like it's been legally proven that like if you're giving your commentary about what you're reacting, that's where I think I made it fucked up, is I probably should have talked a lot more and paused it a lot more. It'd be a harder case to sell that you're like basically what is it called? Using it as some sort of thing. Again, it sucks because it was literally just an ad for the fucking movie that maybe people didn't see, and yet they're like, you get fucked, actually, in particular. I'm like, fuck you, dude. That's ass. Anyways, and moving forward, we'll just be really careful with any sort of movie clips, especially when streaming. And yes. So I think that's him looking at his chat, like he has to like alt tab out of the game, and it just causes this like this flicker. Anywho, but I cannot wait to get into the actual meat and potatoes of, what do you call it? ZZZ, the whole story. I did slap together some like shitty artifacts. I did look at what she uses. I just don't have any physical artifacts for the main new character. But anyways, we're getting way too ahead of ourselves. All right, gang. I hate to be that guy, and I know everyone gets on their whole high horse and stuff like that, and I kind of used to be the guy, so I apologize in advance. But people like to get on their high horse about like New Year's resolutions, i.e., what you're hoping to achieve, i.e., what you maybe even just slightly would like to do this year. Some people like to poo-poo it because they're like, well, why are you waiting until New Year's to do it? And it's also just like, well, why didn't you exercise like 5 days ago? It's like, bitch, I'm starting to try to improve my life right now. Fuck you. You know? Don't poo-poo my me having an arbitrary start line that helps a lot of people. A lot of people like Seesaw, like without the start line, people just don't start to begin with. People just like get fat and die. Basically, like the fact that New Year's resolutions exist means that at least there's like an arbitrage of like seesawing back and forth of like fitness goals. So you get really big around Christmas, and then you lose the weight, and you go into the rest of the year kind of okay, and then you get the weight back, and it's the seesaw. But at least it's better than just being fucking morbidly obese the whole time. At any fucking stop point to be like, hey, maybe we should kind of rein this in a little bit. Anyways, but I'm so curious for you guys, what is the things you are hoping to achieve this year, things you're interested in doing, things that are, it could be entertainment things I want to do that's fun. It could be stuff that's more ambitious driven, like things that I want to suffer for that will be meaningful to me. It could be things you're excited for as far as games, products, or whatever.
My New Year's resolution is to keep on keeping on with streaming, hopefully improve the overall quality and experience, and get my own personalized VTuber model.
Ooh, the whole VTuber model thing is super exciting, as well as the what do you call it? The more consistency is, to me, so undervalued. It's like, to me, the whole, if you can remain consistent, like volume is 80% of getting good at anything is just a shit ton of volume, and then also just having like good competency skills about like what you probably should improve. But alas, anything that you're looking forward to as far as entertainment goes this year? Resolutions don't necessarily need to be life-changing habits. It could be something like, I'm excited to try knitting. I don't know. I'm excited to try making a video, or I'm excited to try covering a popular game, or whatever it could be. Or I'm excited for this game that's coming out, which I want to do this special streaming idea for, like anything like that. Also, that poor horse. Also, dude, lighting is everything. Also, oh no, Zelda just ate fucking pavement. I was gonna say, that's the one thing that's hilarious, is there are certain battles in Zelda where you're literally fighting like a skyscraper, and I've seen VR clips of it, and it just looks crazy. Like, absolutely
Lone
insane.
Syndicate said, New Year resolutions are not for me.
No.
Why wait to start something you want to work towards?
There it is.
I can understand why people do them, but
Yeah.
I don't personally. But my goal is to start my VTuber journey.
Yes, which you probably already started beforehand, but yeah. I would say, I think it makes sense that, like, to me, if, like, I guess it's just a good jumping off point for people to be like, hey, like, what are your ambitions, basically? What do you desire in your life? And I remember I talked to you guys about this a long time ago. Not even a long time ago, sorry. It was like a couple weeks ago. It's like a huge epiphany that for me personally was like one of my main takeaways from this year, and it happened in the last 3 or 4 months. But it was the idea of that, like, every single thing in this world, in this life, in my opinion, is a trade. Everything. And for such a long time, I think people, such as myself as well, do not realize that they're making a trade. So, like, by doing stuff, and even enjoyable stuff, it is still a trade. You know, like the idea, and I don't. It's tough because I can't talk about this without possibly throwing shade or throwing like some sort of thing at people, which I don't want. But it was just stuff personal. I can only speak to my own experience. Let me be clear about that. But for me, like, if I thought about where I was actually
Ray
spending
Nay
my
said,
time,
I just want to get a job this year.
Ooh,
I'll worry about other stuff later.
that's huge. That's a huge thing, man. Especially if you deconstruct that of like, well, what kind of job do you want? What kind of work would you think you'd be good at? What kind of work do you think you'd actually find meaningful to do? Things like that. So that's a plenty big thing. And that's also a really good insight from Ray as well. The idea that, like, this is something I've heard a lot, but I think it's really true, which is, if you have like your New Year's resolutions or something like that, and you have like an insane list, you're insane. Like, you're just not, like, it's just lying to yourself, basically. Like, you have your job, you have your output already.
McFlufferkin said, for what I'm excited for, playing and finishing the rest of the Yakuza / Like a Dragon series, Infinite Wealth still has a ways to go. BG3 will also be wrapping up by the end of the month or so.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna wrap up BG. So you're mostly looking forward to the Yakuza. I probably think that that makes sense. But yeah, the idea that you have a long, resolution list, and then people aren't honest about what kind of time they have. Like, most people have like, let's say like 3 to 4 hours a day where you're probably mingling with your family, your wife, whatever it could be, your siblings, anything. Maybe not 3 to 4 hours. Maybe it's more like close to an hour and a half or 2 hours. And then you have most people is like the giantest chunk of their time is taken up by their job. So you really only have like, honestly, like maybe like 3 to 4 hours at the end of the day, and most people are so spent that they just want to kind of use those 2 or 3 hours just to kind of decompress. So the idea that you're gonna have like an insane list is insane. Like you probably should melt all your ambition down to like 2 things, which, like, for a lot of people would probably be like, get into a relationship, or get a better job, or try this hobby and actually get better at it, kind of thing. That's a lot of people's, I would assume, and it's good to have like 1, if not 2 of those things, because you already don't have time. And one thing that I also think is kind of brutal, but it's true, most people aren't willing to sacrifice the level of pain and suffering it will cost to get an insane more time back. Like most people are not willing to wake up at like 5 to 6 a.m. and work all the way up to till 7 and then have like 2 hours of enjoyment time or even 1 hour of enjoyment time instead of 4 or 5 when you get back home from work. So like most people aren't willing to make that trade. But for the people who are, you now have access to a shit ton more output. You're kind of moving like 4 times faster than most people who only have like 2-3 hours, or if they even that, to pursue any kind of ambitious goal they may have. But yes. So anyways, to round out that like whole trade thing, it's just everything. To me, the whole trade thing I don't think is very insane. But the idea that basically so many people, including myself, are living in like limbo a lot of the time. Like you're not actually accounting for the fact that, oh, by me playing this game, by me watching this YouTube video, by me doom scrolling for so long, I'm selling my life. Like I'm actually making a trade right now and basically signaling that like, I don't really want that goal as much. I really don't want that as much. Oh, I really don't, my circumstance isn't that painful not to not exist in it. Again and again and again. Now, of course, I gotta push back on my own stuff. I was about to like trying to pad the fall and be like, well, you need to recover. You need to like get your rest in or something like that. And I think everything is habits and behavior. I think like, could you condition yourself to like take a miserable situation where like you're only doing 2 hours of like at the end of the day at 8, you get 2 hours, 9.
Lone
8,
Syndicate
9.
said, speaking of goals, I finished my Discord server.
Ooh, can I join? What's good, Lone? That's also awesome. That's huge, man, that you did that again. You're checking things off the list like rapidly, Lone. I can't wait to see when you're actually uploading how you're going to keep that progression up. Also, Bodhi says, Happy New Year, Grin. And folks, just finished a 7-hour learning session. Damn, Bodhi, good shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's probably what I was about to say. It's probably bullshit. But yeah, the TLDR is that don't be in limbo. I think that's really important. Like every choice you're making is a choice or a trade, I should say. Everything you're doing is like time and things you could be dedicating to things that you might find meaningful. Now, the reality is you may not like. This is the other thing that like people don't talk enough about New Year's stuff, which is it's okay to just chill. Also, I just get invited to the thing. It's okay for like some people don't want to like get a better job. Some people don't want to get a significant other. Some people don't want to like try a new hobby. They're kind of like, I'm just kind of content and happy. I don't want to fucking rock the boat, and that's fine too. I could never. I am so much not that kind of person. But anyways, alas. Also, Boti,
Lone
what are you
Syndicate
looking to
said,
achieve
sent
this
you
year?
an invite. This will give me a chance to see if everything works.
Send you an invite. This okay? I'll join. We'll see. Did you send it? Where did you send it? Excuse me, guys. Da-ba-da-ba. Also, I seen the Withering Waves character. They've listed it. I thought, hot damn. Also, damn, Lone, you fucking cooked, boy. Shit. Am I okay to show this? Some of this? Lone has a very... Lone added emojis. Emojis to each category. There's the welcome tab. Also, I remember number 3. Fucking get wrecked. Alright. What is it called? This... So wait, Cindy... Dementia. Okay, social links, clips. We got clips, got fan art.
Raidnade said, I feel like I need get better at bettering myself. I've just kind of been lazing around for a while.
Ooh, how much do you want me to talk about that? Because I feel like I could, and I don't know. I'm always worried. I don't know. It's hard to describe. But I always worry is a good way to put it. Like, I am doing a lot of stuff because I experienced a lot of stuff where, like, I hit a wall and I was like, I really don't want to be in the position I am, like, a year, 2 years, 3 years from now. Like, something needs to change, basically. And it's funny. There's a thing that I heard recently. Also, Lone looks great. I don't think anything is out of place. Everything looks good when you actually log into it. It looks really nice. Everything's segmented really well. You have a whole Nikita section as well. You have a Withering Wave section. Hot damn! You got a Z section? Oh, you don't have a Z section, but you have a
Lone
Withering Wave
Syndicate
section.
said,
Oh no, you do.
Yay, the welcome message worked.
Yeah. The welcome message is awesome. Also, Lone has a forbidden templates NSFW hadada rule hadada. But in his
Ronan
chat,
Ghost said, "Hey, Grin,
course
I
culture.
played Let It Die Inferno and instantly regretted it.
Yeah,
I don't mind the PvP being mixed in with PvE, even though nobody asked for it.
yeah.
But co-op, the combat is so slow,
Yeah,
it took me out.
Slow, yep. Yeah. I was going to say, did you try Deathverse? Ronan?
McFlufferkin said, once I've wrapped up the outstanding games series, I've got a handful of ones waiting on the back burner.
Ooh.
Darksiders series, Metaphor, Warhammer Wednesdays. Hopefully I'll hit the earn milestones.
Yeah. I feel like if you're consistent, you'll hit it.
Ulti_1337 said, I need an invite loan for educational purposes.
Oh, I do not know. It's so hype. 3 is my favorite number. I'm happy I'm 3rd. That's awesome. I think the first one is loan, the other one is a bot, but I'm 3rd. Bang. But that'll be cool. Whenever Lone starts uploading content, he can probably see your announcements pop off of there. Oh, my arms. But to Raid's point, Raid said, I feel like
Ronan Ghost said, "Are you still reacting to videos?"
Yeah, probably at some point in the stream. Probably we're just kind of talking about the New Year's aspect of the whole thing, going into 2026, how we're all feeling, what we're all looking at, what we're all doing, probably, hopefully, and then we'll probably transition to a little bit of React, and then we will probably jump to burning through some story and ZZZs. But I was gonna say, Raid did. Oh yeah, but about Deathverse. The one thing that like seems like it's almost law at this point is, did you like Deathverse? Yay or nay? I've not seen a single person that said, yeah, I fucking love Deathverse and hated Inferno. It's the exact opposite. It's like, oh, I fucking love Death, or I enjoy Deathverse and Inferno is awesome. You know, I just have not seen the, and it makes sense. Like I think it makes sense in so many ways.
Lone
But
Syndicate said, shit. The GIF doesn't appear in the welcome message.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh, I probably could show you.
Ronin Ghost said, I never played Let It Die Deathverse.
Yeah, you never play. Yeah, see, I think that's a better gauge. I think if you played it and you didn't like it, or like if you liked it, then I'd say, yeah, you should try Inferno, because a lot of people have that crossover. But yes, there was no GIF loan where I seen it. A welcome message. This is what it was. It was just this. Welcome. Blah, 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 blah. And then decree that. Ooh, what are your rules? Let me see. Okay. Hey, let's go. You kept our only one, which is give people the benefit for the doubt. No spoilers outside of spoiler channels. Ooh, Lone has gotten fucking loud. Yeah, avoid spamming. No sharing. Person. Yeah, it makes sense. Keep in peace. Avoid sensitive. Damn, Lone. No spam. Like, all
Ronin
that stuff.
Ghost said. But yes,
No
it is
hardcore.
2026 as we are finally in
There's a
the
line.
year of the release. Coming for Grand Theft Auto 6, I am excited.
Are you, dude? I'm so sad I'm not gonna be able to play it, man, because it's not on PC. I'm gonna have to wait like a little fucking bitch the whole time. Whatever's have fun. Ideally, we'll all live through Lone. I'll put in clips of some shit. Ron says, but yeah, it's 2026. The year is yeah. I mean, I don't really know what we're looking forward to. Like at the beginning of last year, I had like some clear contenders in my head, but I'm sure when someone mentions them, I'm like, oh, that's exciting. The only one that comes to mind is I think Fable is supposed to come out this year. I have no idea. I'm also dreading that. I still have not seen any gameplay that shows me that it is taking the best parts of Fable and not just basically completely re-instanced the whole thing. I mean, there's some stuff. There's some stuff. I gotta be more careful. I'm just hopeful. All I need is to see the choices you can make, and ideally, in my perfect world, body modification, basically. So like when you choose to do something, your body
Ronin
changes.
Ghost said, "What gaming platforms do you own?" I have a PlayStation 5 Pro
PC.
and Nintendo Switch 2.
I have a PC, PS4, and Xbox One. So basically a PC. Everything else is probably atrophied at this point, or degraded, whatever it's called. But yes, I unfortunately, I also don't know if I want to play it on old gen consoles. You know, I'm pretty content with waiting for PC as much as it's shitty. Yeah. All the more, I think it'll hit all the more. Also, it might come down to price, you know, debate. Also mods, you know, all that stuff. We'll have to wait, but I think we'll win in the end, you know? Possibly, we'll see. Also, if I'm honest, dude, I like GTA a lot. I don't know if I'm not sure if it's like a game that is the top of my list as far as interest goes, though. Like, I know a lot of people who like they played shit tons of Grand Theft Auto, and I did too. Like, it's a fun game, but I wouldn't put it like as like I think I would be more excited for The Witcher or like a new Cyberpunk or Outer World, like something, or like a new Builder game, that kind of thing. I'm more into those games as far as like, damn, fucking can't wait, than GTA. Not that GTA is not fun, but GTA kind of is like, it's hard to describe what would be like a relevant term. I think for some people who really fuck with like Call of Duty every year, it kind of feels like that, except much better, I guess. But I'm talking about
Loading
people who really
Ghost
like.
said, I don't know if you've seen this, but can you react to PC Gaming Show Most Wanted 2025 showcase?
Sure, yeah. If you want to, do you post it in the React tab, in the GRINN React tab? I'll check that out if you want me to. When we're reacting. Well, at least, last release for GTA. Yeah, no. Again, that's like it's tough because I'm trying to describe. Like, I'm excited. I do like GTA a lot. It's awesome. It's fun. But I like. There's games that I'm like super like tailor made to me. I guess like it's like a day one buy. Like, don't get me wrong. Like a GTA, whatever it is, I'll buy it because it seems like it's just a good deal. Usually, it's a whole ass campaign, big ass open world, tons of shit to do, playing with your friends, etc. It's a good value proposition, so to speak. You posted in Discord? Okay, I will throw that in the background while we're talking about New Year's resolutions and things. Not really resolutions. I hate saying that because it means you have to have some like fucking debilitating change. And I don't know if we're at there. We're kind of just like, I think it'd be cool to do this year, Grin. I'm like, that's awesome. That's fucking great. Tell me more of that. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Where is it? The GRINN React tab or the Share GRINN tab? Post the Discord. Oh, it's below. It's in the comments. So just open the description of this stream, and it should be a link that takes you to the Discord. It should be in the description of this YouTube stream, I believe. If not, well, but I thought you said you posted, but I misread. Dyslexia strikes again, or impatience. Both probably related. Anyways, yeah, I was gonna say that was one thing I wanted to circle back on. Is Red said that basically, I feel like I need to get better at bettering myself. I've just kind of been lazing around for a while, dude. One of the coolest, not coolest, one of the most impactful things recently, like that hit me really good, hit me really hard, is use what you got. And a lot of people talk about like change and all that stuff coming from like, you want to decide to be better one day. And there's this thing that I think is really interesting because I think it speaks to a lot of people. But unless like basically there's like a curse that exists within people who aren't suffering enough. And I know it sounds horrible to say that, but it's like life is not shitty enough to be insufferable, but it's also not like, good enough to be happy. So you're in this like purgatory essentially, where like it's not enough to get you to move, but it's also not enjoyable. So you're just like slowly draining and dying, essentially. And it's almost like it'd be better if life just came and socked you in the fucking mouth really hard. So that you're like, okay, I need to get my shit together. I need to like have the desire to change or desire to pursue something. But yeah, you're basically stuck in this like thing where it's not too bad, it's not too good, and it's like almost kind of the worst place to be because you that place that can subsist you for years and years, and the whole thing that for me spoke to me really well was people always say like you should try your hardest.
Bolty_1337 said, "LO, I actually had a conversation with a friend like this. Suffering is kind of a high drive for improvement."
Yes, yeah, well, that's the best thing. Like to me, there are people who, and I think I've had moments in my life where like I've just wanted something, and that want has pursued me to do like change. But any moment I look back at any part of my life where I like changed completely, like I completely did things I completely would never have thought I had the capacity to do, it was always, and I hate to admit it, it was like the fuel source to me that was the most impactful always was never like, you can do it, Timmy. It was, I hate existence so much. I hate that I like where I am. I hate like it's all just shite fuel, but it's fuel. And ideally, and this is what people talk about, which is shitty fuel, like this idea that like I kind of hate myself or I kind of feel super unsatisfied or like I like if I just take
Ronin
me
Ghost
right now.
said I posted the video in React.
We'll throw it up in a minute. If you just take like a small thing, like again, it kind of sounds horrible, but like if you take your day, like this whole year, maybe it's 2026, maybe it's the last 3 months, and you say, okay, if I just took this last month and I just elongated it 6-8 years, how miserable would I be? Like I don't know anyone's situation, but there are things I think most people commonly want in life. You probably want a significant other or a companion. You probably want like a better things, maybe like a better car, a better house, a fucking less of a cooler apartment, who knows? Some sort of purpose in your life, ideally a job or maybe an art form or something like that. So you have these things that most people I think like makes life kind of meaningful to a lot of people. I think it makes you like, I think most people are like, do you want that? Yes. Most people would raise their hands. And yet I think so many people are not in enough pain to move. And I think that's, I don't mean to get too conspiratorial, but I think that's like kind of by design. I think like the Western world largely is like sedentary by nature because of just the social media situation we're in and all these variables that just condition you to be like, it's not great, but it's good enough. And that will just rob you of so many things you could have had, I think, in life. And again, some people are like, I'm just chilling, Grin. I'm like, yeah, I totally get that. It is not for everybody. But this is for people who I think, I just like, and again, it sounds horrible, but like, whenever I start to like pull off the gas, whenever I start to like stop this insane workload thing I have a thing I do every night that's like, what is the thing that you're absolutely afraid of? And it's like, well, dying alone's one of them. Okay, well, shit. Let me sit in that for a little while. Okay. What's the other thing? Never having a skill that I actually can like be proud of and that I fully develop, and no matter what, I have that thing and it has a yield for me. It's kind of like a tangible skill that when I push this button, I get this out of it. That's something that's really important for me. What do you call it? I also would like to have, like, it'd be cool to have some nice things in life, like maybe a house or maybe like a car or whatever. It could be any of these variables, not to always be penny pinching. Okay, so you have all these things that are like, okay, these are all the things I want, and also the things I'm the most afraid of is like, yeah, like dying alone, which is a thing for most people. What do you call it? Never having like what's it called? Self-sufficiency, like always having to depend on others to like take care of me or to like put a roof over my head or any of these variables. Like if you sit in those feelings, I'd be hard pressed for you to not have some sort of recoil that tells you I gotta change or something has gotta give. I can't have the future be that. Is like, to me, the best way I can describe it is you just think about the future and you think, I don't care what happens, I need to make that future not happen. I need to do something. I don't care whatever it takes. And oh, dude, I could go on to this forever because this is basically like the last 3 months for me, where like I think I made the biggest changes in my entire life, bar like full stop, in the last like 4 months. It's because I started to understand horribly, like motivation and like deprivation, and like dopamine levels in some capacity, and like how you change. Like genuinely change, like become a different person, change. Like, oh, I said this thing about my, like, I'm bad with talking to people, or oh, I have this limiting belief, and then just fully, completely change it. I could talk about the nuance of those things forever, but I don't want to be overbearing. I feel like so too many of you guys are like, all right, Grinn's doing his rah thing again. Let me pull up that clip real quick. On a side note, this is something that I'm like super giddy about. Oh, is this what it is? Let's see the first one. On a side note, okay, it's 2 hours. All right, we might not be able to watch the whole thing. I was hoping that there would be like a link dump of like just a series of like little clips. Unless that was the other one, or was that just a guy reacting to it? It seemed like this Tony something was. I don't know if I will peek for gaming. Let's open this up. All right, I'll put this in the background while it's just chugging on through. Let's put this here, I guess. Is this 7 minutes in? All right, we'll just have this there. Hopefully it's not. It's gonna get weird. I can already see in the preview it's gonna get weird. I can relate, Grin. No worries. What was I gonna say? But one more thing. I don't have. Dude.
Ronan Ghost said you can skim through the PC gaming showcase.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. We'll probably have it in the background. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind reacting to it. It's kind of a hard thing to react. I'd just be sitting here clicking and being like, is that something we want to react to?
Catman 11,234 said, what did y'all do for your NYE?
New Year's? What do you call it? I have a tradition in my household where we stay up till 12 and we have like food at the end of the day. But that fucked me up quite a bit because I don't go to bed at 12 anymore, ever. So I woke up tired as shit. Also, I'd like to hear the audio where you react. Yeah, Ronan, okay, I'm not. Maybe I should have mentioned that. What do you call it? The stream is put into 2 parts today, so I should have been more clear. I didn't know what you were like asking of when you said, "Are we doing React today?" Because this is like a special day. It's the start of the brand new year. We could have like ran out of shit to talk about, and then we'd be like, all right, fuck, let's do a little bit of a React. But I think because there's so much stuff to talk about, we're probably gonna have to. And this stream is split into 2 parts, and I have to end it at 5:30 because I have a tradition with my grandparents where we hang out with them every start of the new year, all that stuff. Anyways, but probably not. Basically, I'm sorry. Unless you want to tell me that there's like a specific time point that you like, if you could pick 3 of these games you want me to like live react to, I could do that for you. But I can't do the whole fucking 2 hours, basically. But yes, if you were like, GRINN, I really wanted to see, like, I wanted to show the stream this game, totally. Just tell me the time code and I'll skip to it. And we'll put that on live. But yes, what did you guys do for New Year's night? Do you guys have any sort of tradition that you do? I think most people just stay up till 12. And that most people just do that all the time, but yeah. Yeah, I just feel like I have, oh, this is what Raid replied to. I think, oh, perfect. Raid says, yeah, that's kind of exactly how I feel. Yeah, like things aren't too good, things aren't too bad. It's almost better for you to, and I'm sorry to say this, but like, not sorry to say this. It's kind of a good idea. That depends on who you are, though. I know some people are like chronically depressed, and telling them this would be terrible. So don't do this if you're like really depressed. But I think it is good. Like, you know, this classic thing that popularized
Lone
by a lot of
Syndicate
people.
said I was just working on some things.
Okay. What do you call it? I think that's something that to me makes a lot of sense, which you know, people always talk about memento mori, which is like this practice at the end of the day. You basically like ponder death. You like, what happens if I die? What would I regret? What would this? And you usually get the same things that always permeate. Like, I wish I would have achieved more. I wish my family would have known I love them. I wish I would have spent more time with people who matter to me. Basically, usually the things that always come up. But it's kind of a similar practice, except instead of that, you basically experience like, what if my life stays the same like this forever? Like what if I don't do anything else, then what will that mean? Well, these things that I probably want, which is like a companion in life, probably material things that you want, and ideally like meaningful skill acquisition or like effort or development of some kind. All those things usually come up too. So it's like, if you can self-induce, like, if I don't do anything, life is just going to stay the same, and that's
Lone
terrifying,
Syndicate said, I also summoned for the new Nikkei.
Ooh, I don't know why he slowed down his output with talking so much, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I just... Also, what's good, Cat? I said hi, but what's good?
Raid Nate said, I appreciate you talking about this, GRINN. It's given me some things to think about.
Dude. Oh, dude, I wish...
Ronin Ghost said, I found the perfect timestamp to highlight for your reaction on this showcase. Skip to 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 30 seconds with the audio on this. You're in for a treat for this new game, you will see.
Okay, we'll watch this one, and then I want to talk to Raid more, because I think this is... I don't know, to me, I'm really going to talk about this to anybody. Not a lot of people are like, in my social circle, are like this at all. Like, most people are just kind of like, in fact, when I talk about this, people get usually defensive because they're like, well, like, yeah, but a lot of times people will perceive what you're doing with yourself and kind of judge themselves based on them not doing enough, and then it becomes toxic. But alas, what do we do? We go into 1 hour 5:3, 1 hour 5:3. What is this? Okay, I get that. This is right. 1 hour, 5 minutes, 3 seconds.
While I wasn't looking, Thick as Thieves stole the top slot on my personal wish list. So sneaky. And speaking of swiping things that don't belong to you, we were so interested in the next game on our wish list, we infiltrated the studio and found where the developers were hiding. Here's what the team at Night Street Games, who
Raid
also
Nade said,
happened to be the manager
my
and
stream is stuttering a bit.
No!
lead singer of Imagine Dragons, had to tell us about their 5v5 capture the flag shooter, Last Flag.
Oh, I capture the flag once.
Meanwhile, beneath the blue team's base.
All right, team, huddle up.
Already, he's given that not Counter-Strike. What is it called? The spy game. Same people made Valve.
Next game
Valve made it.
So here's the plan.
Team Fortress. There we go. Got it.
Peter, you're on flag duty. Remember, you can hide it anywhere. So get creative. Dig.
Got it. Oh, sorry, CG.
Parker, you're on intel. Get that bird in the sky. Scope radar towers A and B. We'll lock them down and get scanning for the red team flag. Then we unleash our secret.
Definitely, yeah.
The red team's listening.
And how do you know that? Suit. Do your thing.
Well, already they're kind of hot and cool, so the character design's nice. Yeah.
Sneak past enemy lines to find that red flag. Kick it butt along the way.
Easy. So see you.
Camille. Now, once we have the flag, use that teleport gun of yours to shoot the flag carrier towards home
Also,
base.
capture the flag with like Team Fortress 5. That kind of seems neat. But I feel, dude, I'm so atrophied by fucking hero shooter or anything. I'm just like,
because you know they'll be riding out bumper.
Wait, what?
Stick to this brilliantly devised plan. We got this in the bag.
I like this guy.
Let's boogie.
Lumberjack man.
Why do you still have that? You only got 4 seconds left.
Javelin throw? Oh.
Bingo. All right, team. New plan.
Vision looks nice. Some people are gonna hate it because of the Fortnite look, which is more of a Team Fortress look a lot.
Seriously?
That's smart. You can't leave the base independent. All right, that was neat. I'm not sure. I'm not a big capture the flag person, and also I feel I'm hero shooter to me is very. I think I'm just very like glum on games right now. Like yeah. I don't like every. I feel like everything is turning into a multiplayer game. You know.
But wait, there's more.
There is more.
A capture the flag game.
McFlufferkin said, "It's a CTF hero shooter. I remember seeing this announced last year, and it looks like they've refined the art direction. Has Deceive Inc. vibes."
Has Deceive Inc. vibes? Okay. Are they putting this guy in there? I don't know if I can have this because it might be copyrighted. I assume is it playing music behind?
Action movie in the 70s. There's these like horns playing and it's all building up.
Is there like a gameplay that's playing in the background? Why is it lagging? I don't know. So are they doing like collaboration things with him? With the Imagine Dragons? I cannot hear the name and not think Imagine Dragon these nuts across your face. This music is all not copyright. Okay.
Flag was stolen. It was planted in the enemy base. You can try to do like, I'm gonna go be the guy and sneak in there, and you might get like a lucky save if you're the spy and you come in invisible and you grab the flag when no one's looking, but more likely than not, you're gonna have to say, okay, we've got one or two big pushes, like let's coordinate. And so this kind of minute to win it mentality allows you to always have a foot in the game.
It's just tough.
Ronin Ghost said, Imagine Dragons are part of the key development to this game.
Interesting. Okay. It's tough because like this is not a game that I play or whatever. I'm not a big multiplayer person, so like I think it's cool, but it's always in my head. I'm like, okay, but honestly, it sounds like a recipe for success. It seems like it's very similar to. It's got like for me at least, I know it as a Team Fortress vibe, as well as a really cool art style, as well as a tower like a flag game. But again, I don't know how long I would play this and feel like content with it. It looks cool though. I guess it's funny because I would like watching streamers play this, but I would never touch it ever.
Volty_1337 said no glazing by me. I predict it will be dead on arrival. LMAO.
I do think it's one of those games that I wonder if like it looks cool. I just don't know if like games have to be stacked nowadays. You know, like Marvel Rivals continues to update itself constantly. It's got like a ton of output, all that stuff. And again, I'm just so fatigued. I think I gotta be very clear about how I feel. I am very fatigued by like anything multiplayer, anything hero shooter. I just want games to be games again and not like games to be super efficient to make money. Like that's the vibe I get, you know? Where like, it's a game that I think people can like, how do I put it? Like all they need to do is make a map, get characters, balance it. They don't need to make like stories. They don't need to make like gameplay dynamic things outside of like combat, etc. Yes, but it seems like a really efficient game, and I feel like that's every game nowadays. When was the last time you seen a game that was like, hey, we're gonna try to make like a cool builder sim with this art style? Like that'd be neat to me. Like, oh yeah, you can build stuff, kind of like Save the World with this, but much more cool. Instead, it's like, no, how do we get people addicted by the co-op and the combat of it all, and then spending money on skins and you're like, everything is this now, man. It's just exhausting. But I will say, to Ronan's point, it does look cool. Like the characters look awesome. Like again, the style is really I dig it. I know some people don't like the Fortnite vibe, but I think it's a little bit different than that. It looks like they got a lot of fun in the game. Like it's kind of got that Team Fortress like silliness to it, which I think is fun. But yeah.
McFlufferkins said, no offense meant, but GRINN didn't like Deathverse and Inferno because of the PvP focus. Anyways, here's a PvP game.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. I'm sure, what do you call it? I think people like these games, right? So for me, I understand that people enjoy these things. And I appreciate people trying to share their like things that they enjoy with me, you know, even if I may not enjoy it. I just hope they also know, like, I'm trying to see the vision, but this is not for me. It's like if someone who hates eggs, being like, do you want to try this super delicious omelet? I'm like, yeah, I'll try it. But I just might not be able to see the vision necessarily. But anyways, yeah. Well, I like having this on in the background though. And visually, again, the more I see it in the background, I'm like, okay, it does look like it's doing a lot of cool stuff. And normally they don't show this much of a game. So I actually, yeah, I think that's something to take home. Like they should be proud of, because most of these games are like they show 2 seconds of and they don't show anymore. It also has like a weird Sunset Overdrive a little bit with it. Maybe that's just Team Fortress. But alas, what was I gonna say? This is the only thing that I was just gonna add to like the whole conversation we were having with Raid a little minute ago. But it's something that's kind of weird to talk about.
Bolty_1337 said, well, Shroud tried something like this too, advertised his own game, and then decided to abandon it himself even.
Yeah. That's a lot of things where, like, to me, celebrity endorsements mean, like, very little unless it, like, completely, like, there was a game that used to come out a little while ago, which is called, like, Rock of Ages or some shit. It was basically, like, a timing-based first-person shooter. And I believe they worked with like certain bands to like elevate
Lone Syndicate
content.
said, I want to show off my new knickers when you get a chance. Also, the new skins.
We'll check it out probably in a couple seconds after this. Maybe like a good 3 minutes from now. But yeah, to me, like I feel like that's makes sense. But like this, I'm like, okay, they're doing the music to it, but it's not related to the game. So like it feels hollow. Like I like their music. I just don't know how this would add value to the game besides like running around and being like, "Whoa, the music's great," but like the gameplay is viral. I don't think you're gonna play the game because you love the music. Maybe with the exception of like Sunset Overdrive. I don't know, but even that game is elevated by the mechanics around it, you know. But yes, I remember him glazing it as a professional gamer back competitive. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's tough, man. The whole thing is rough.
Ronan Ghost said, "Rock of Ages isn't a FPS. It's a strategy party game."
Yeah, no, what do you call it? Not Rock of Ages. It's just a rock and roll game, basically. It's like you're a demon slayer in hell that has like a probe as a crosshair, and every single time the beat hits or like the fucking guitar solo hits, you have to shoot in rhythm of the game. But it's not called Rock of Ages. It's just it's signaled that it's a rock and roll vibe, you know. But so I think with me and Ray were talking about discipline and stuff like that. Not discipline, dude. That's something that's like crazy to me. I think discipline is one of the like most poorly defined things on the planet. Like one of the things that like really threw me for a loop is a lot of people, like for me and for a lot of my life, have told me that like, oh, you have pretty good discipline. And mainly I think that where it was derivative come from is because I exercised. Like I always have exercised ever since I was 18. I have not stopped for like more than 3 weeks. With my vacation I took this year, I stopped for 4 weeks or whatever it was. Actually, no, I didn't. I exercised on the vacation. Fuck you. I exercised on the vacation. Now, is that discipline? No. No, it is not. Now, why would it not be discipline? Because physical exercise has never been difficult for me. It has never been like a hard thing. Now, let me ask you guys another question. If I told you you have to sit down for 7 hours and do math problems without stopping, how many of you people would be like, yeah, that's not happening? Like, just no. Like, you gun to head, I'd probably just fight back. Like, yeah. Like, that, like, discipline is best defined by an action that you deem meaningful that you dislike doing entirely. Like, how long can you do a punishing action without any form of reward for as long as humanly possible is the best way to define, like, discipline. Otherwise, people are, like, attributing discipline as things that actually, like, it's not that hard for you. Like exercise is not that hard for you. Doing, it's like streaming might not be hard for you. Now that it's like a continuum, so meaning, like, some things are harder to do than other things. Some things are easier. But that is discipline. And honestly, I think discipline is... it's okay, but what is infinitely better is just, and I don't know what it would be called, but it's separating how you feel from how you act. Like, that to me is infinitely more valuable than discipline ever could be. What do you call it? Distancing how you feel for how you act. So I feel like shit, I'll still do the thing. I'm uncertain, but I'm still going to do the thing I decided to do. I told myself I would do this, but I'm feeling weird about it. Doesn't matter. Still doing it regardless. It could be going to shit. It's fine. I've decided I'd do it anyway, even if it's shit. That is like everything in life, I think. I think that makes you move like 1,000 times more than any other person on the planet. And again, if you build that up, instead of discipline, if you just build that muscle up again and again and again, you're fucking unstoppable, man. At least I think. I think. But yeah, there's also other things I would ramble at you about, like the kind of thing about like deprivation being a huge variable of like motivation, and also environmental stimulus. I think like environmental stuff is the most undervalued metric for like personal development, discipline, growth of any kind. Also, IKMLK says, you are the Let It Die legend. Well, that's very sweet of you. Rough with the Inferno being what it was, and I don't really want to go back to it, but I appreciate the sweetness. Yeah. I will hope that there's enough funds to make a Let It Die 3 and it actually be a successor and not, it's called Stoicism. See, I actually kind of disagree with some aspects of that, though. Like, Stoicism to me... I forgot one of Stoicism's, like, main hallmarks is that, of, like, separating from how you feel from how you act. But there's also some other stuff in Stoicism that I find is kind of unhelpful. It's weird. It's funny because, like, I think if you want to become a fulfilled human being, you need to take, like, pieces of shit. You don't want to take the whole thing, Like, I think it's, like, one of the adages from a religion is, like, treat others how you like to be treated, but I think a better version of it is treat others how they would like to be treated, because if you assume that everyone else has the same belief structure you have, it's not going to make any sense. Like, someone could be like, how dare you take, God's name in vain? But, like, they're not religious, so why would... What the fuck? Like, they don't care. Like, but whereas if you understand them and they compromise the belief that they have and you point that out, holy shit. Now they actually might change or might adjust or might listen to you, etc. Anyways, yeah. Facts, it depends. That was the last thing I was gonna say. One of the, like, superpowers, I think, that, like, if you can just, like, condition yourself to this, like, yeah, I'll say that. Because we're talking about, like, self-improvement and, like, what we're going to do in the coming year, hopefully, what you guys have along the horizon, what you're hoping to achieve, or fun things you want to pursue. To me, a change is often, at least for me, derivative of, like, pain or motivation. I oftentimes find it comes from pain. Like, you just hate fucking life enough and you decide, okay, something needs to give and I'm ready to change. And then you do all this shit. And oftentimes it's correlated with Christmas or holidays, where you have this big dopamine release and then you fucking plummet because you're overweight and you feel like shit and you're off work for like 4 weeks and you've been playing games nonstop and you hate yourself because you're like, that's fucked up. I just indulged way too much. And then you have this moment of, like, okay, time to get serious. But the one thing that, to me, if I could give anyone, like, an advantage, it's environment. Your environment is the difficulty rating of whatever you want to try to change. So if you're like, I'm finally ready to change, I've experienced enough pain, I've experienced enough deprivation of whatever I desire, right? And then you're like, okay, now it's still really fucking hard to change, man. It's if you can just, like, change your environment. Now, some people would be like, give you really bad advice, like, oh, you should just move cities. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, what? Excuse me? Fuck off. Absolutely not. So people give you, like, that advice, but I don't think that's necessary at all. And I know this because I've done this to myself, and it's actually proven extremely useful. But it depends on how much time you spend on certain things. But for me, I spend a healthy amount of time online. It's just the way it is. So knowing that, like, your environment is so conducive to how you react, how hard things are. So, like, if I could make this make sense more easily, if I told you, hey, you have to get really, really fit in the span of, like, 3 months, and if you don't, I don't know, you're gonna, like, every dollar in your bank account is just gonna disappear. Like, there has to be enough motivation for you to want to do it. And you're like, okay, because this is the same position you're in now, where you find a moment where you're ready to change, whatever that motivation is. Now you're there. Anyways, so now you have this thing where you're ready to change. But I think for most people, they'd be like, yeah, I haven't really exercised ever. I don't really know what to do. I mean, I want to change, but I don't really know if I can. I don't know where to start, all that stuff. But if I said, okay, what if instead, for those 3 months, you went to a secluded place that only was surrounded with people who were also trying to get healthy and people who knew what they were doing. And they were talking, and you were kind of, for like the first week, you're probably a wallflower. You're probably just like, what the fuck are these terms? Creatine, fucking protein intake, body mass index, what is all this? But after a couple weeks, you kind of piece things together because you're just in that environment constantly. And then maybe you start applying to what some of the stuff they do. Maybe you actually start, like, one of them takes an interest in you and actually starts helping you. And now you're like 10xing your growth because someone else is giving you their past mistake failure script, essentially. Like, hey, I'll stop you from making all these mistakes. So, like, you can imagine, at the end of those 3 weeks, it'd be significantly easier to get that outcome of, like, actually becoming fit at the end of these 3 months. So, like, your environment plays such a huge part of, like, your actual motivation to pursue something. But the question then becomes, well, then how can I do that if I can't fucking afford to go on, like, a fucking weird retreat, Grin? What are you talking about? But I don't think you need to go on a retreat. I think you just need to condition your environment. So for me, like a couple years ago, what I ended up doing, not a couple years ago, sorry, a couple months ago, 3 months ago, too far. I ended up having like a discipline principle thing that I do every morning, where I basically spend like 2 to 3, maybe like 30 minutes to like 40 minutes every morning, going to various like community hive minds like Reddit. There's also a lot of like business forums, etc. that you can be in. And I basically just force myself to like read posts, reply to comments. Like I've never comment on anything, but I force myself to comment on those. I try to help whenever I can. If I have information to help the person, I just keep doing that. And it just makes like, because everyone in these communities I found are all trying to make a business. They're all trying to like understand how business works. They're all trying to get customers. They're all trying to provide value. They're all like just doing all these things. It makes the like understanding what's your next step, as well as just, everyone around me is also doing this. Like, I don't feel crazy. I don't feel like I'm a fish out of water. I don't feel like helpless. And it just makes like whatever you're doing, whatever change you want to make, so much easier. And if it's anything that like to me has made it like, again, like there's a thing that I heard recently, not recently, I would say recently. There's a thing I heard a little while ago, which is, it's not that you need more discipline. You just need a better system. So you can't will it more. You can't want to do it more. You literally are at the max capacity of wanting to do the thing. And yet you still don't get anything, you still don't get any of the outcomes you want. Now, why is that? Well, it's not because you already have enough fuel. Like, you're already ready to change. It's that you don't fucking know what to do. It's that you what do you call it? You're fucking exhausted. It's the fact that like you're overwhelmed by all the thousands of things you need to do. And if you surround yourself with people who have already done those things, who are doing those things, and are about to start doing those things, then holy shit, you're like, we're all moving together. It feels like we're all fucking attacking the same problem, and it makes changing so much easier. It makes improving so much easier. It's like learning through osmosis is what people also phrase it as. But I would highly advise, if anyone's like struggling to actually like, all right, I've defined a goal that I'm willing to chase. I want to now feel like I have fuel and I have drive towards it. One of the best things to do, just make it easy to achieve and easy to output, is just that, I think. Also, discipline is still better than motivation, I think. Yeah. I also think that, like, again, we just talked, I'm not sure you missed it, but I mentioned how discipline to me, I think, is often misattributed. I think a lot of times people associate discipline with things that aren't actually that difficult for them. So, like, for me, exercising isn't that difficult. People have always said I have a lot of discipline, but that's not the case. Again, if I tell a person who likes exercising, hey, well, if you just had to sit still and do math problems for, like, an absurd amount of time, like 8 hours, when would you go, how, like, what do you call it? Could you do that? And most people would say, fuck no. I was like, most people would just say, fuck no. And that's discipline. Like, how long can you do a punishing action for as long as humanly possible without an instant reward? To me, I think is a really good way to define discipline. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for letting me ramble about self-improvement stuff, because I don't ever always get talk about it. Side thing, this is just a really big aside, and we'll probably transition to also yuck. Jesus. Then we'll transition to ZZZ. But I don't really have many people in my current life that I can like share this with. It's not a big win, but it's a big win for me. But as you guys know, I've been kind of pursuing entrepreneurship in some capacity and things like that. I kind of like to keep that stuff to myself to some capacity, just because it's easier to kind of like develop. I find I get more motivation when I'm developing by myself, rather than like, I know some people get a kick out of like telling social media, I'm starting to exercise today. It's never done anything for me. It's always done the opposite. It's like, it makes me feel like robbed. Whereas if it's like, if I'm feeling my desire, I fucking can go forever. But if I feel like someone else has influenced me, it makes me like recoil and like not want to do it. Anyways, but I got my first 2 leads today. Not purchases. I didn't make my first dollar yet, but I did something that induced another person to say, hey, I'm interested in that. I'll give you my email, and if you have something else that I'm interested in, you could reach out. which is a huge thing, especially going from nothing. Like going from like I have nothing to having that outcome happen is so cool. I can't describe to you guys. I don't have anyone else to get excited about it with. I know you guys may not understand what it means, how important that is, but it's a cool ass first step, especially if you're trying like starting on the entrepreneurial thing to like to even get someone to be like, I'm kind of interested. Is awesome. It's really huge. So I don't have many people to tell that to, but you guys are my outlets, so alas. But I thought it was cool. Alas. Let's see. Bodhi says, sometimes you gotta take out your options and make things simple again. Either I do it or I do it or I do it. Yeah, like burn the boats kind of thing. Yeah. Like just decide. Yeah. Yeah, again, that's the kind of, to me, it always comes back to like, can you distance how you feel from how you act? So like, I don't want to do it today, but it doesn't matter because I've decided I'm going to do it. So I'll do it if I'm tired. Like, oh, I feel tired today. Well, I'm still going to do it. Oh, I feel like I'm not going to be able to perform like nearly as good. It doesn't matter. I've decided I'm going to do it today. And all that stuff. And I think that's really helpful to like say it in that way. To like say, yes, I'm tired as shit. Yes, I'm run down. Yes, I'm absolutely about to break. And yet, I'm going to do the thing I said I'd do because I said I'd do it. I'm going to do it tired, about to break, all that stuff. But at least I'm going to do it. And I think that's good, especially at the start. Now, yes, there's moments when probably you should like give yourself some recovery so you're not like just walking on broken legs all the time. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, let us actually let's watch this. Let's just check out a few memes. Just a few memes, and then we will transition to anime game emotional roller coaster thing. That, yes. Oh wait, no, I forgot. Lone wanted to show us his Nikitas. Lone, you uploaded like 8 of them. I'll show 2. I'll show 3, and I'll mark the ones we're about to look at. This, and then we'll watch this one and this one. Okay, I think we'll check out. Also, okay, so hey gang, people who are new here. One of our homeboys, Lone, plays this game called Nikita. It is a anime titty type game, mobile app, I should say. And he shows us the absolute degenerate designs of these characters. And we all say, yeah, got it, too much. Is this one okay to show? I think so. All right. We got 3 open. Let's see. God, heaven help us. All right.
Lone Syndicate said some are actually new Nickies and some are skins.
Oh,
the first 3 are new Nickies.
Got it.
Ronin Ghost said,
ooh,
can you also tab up Gaming is Peak in 2026 video I posted?
No, we're about to, what do you call it? We checked out a couple of them. Ronan, it sucks. I mean, I really, if you just come back another day when we're doing React, I would literally do all the stuff you're asking. It's today, the fact that today is a half and half stream, I gotta kind of make sure we keep the ball rolling when it comes to the React portion of it a little bit.
The strawberry candy was specially made by...
Sorry, I watch things in 2x speed permanently.
Loyal squad, let me know if you need some.
Why is it lagging? Okay. Very cute. Looks like a little... I don't know what you really define it as. Her drip, her outfit. Is it like a yeah, it must be a waitress.
Let me know if you need some.
Okay. There's a little robot there. Jesus, she has a railgun? What the heck is that?
McFlufferkin said, all right, since I didn't want to disrupt your flow, I streamed BG3 yesterday, followed by Abiotic Factor Game Night. Played more Cloudheim up till midnight hit, enjoyed appetizers and sparkling cider.
Ooh, that's what you did for the 2026 2026 New Year's thing? Nice. I was gonna say, how are you liking Cloudheim? I thought there'd be more recoil, if I'm honest. You know?
Lone Syndicate said she's a train attendant.
Oh, is that what it? Why is there a Roomba like waitress? Oh, I guess that makes sense. Well, I know it on planes. I know the planes, they have like these little carts full of food. Anyways. Got it. So not the voice of an angel. We got a little bit of a banshee. Uh-huh. All right. This is the other one. This one I think is a much better already. The what do you call it? The corset is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Anyways, also
Bolty underscore 1337 said, "Damn."
Yeah, that's
McFlufferkins said, as we all know, train attendants are all issued rail Guns.
I'm about to say, also, you know, when you hold a shotgun, you hold it here. Oh, no, she's reloading it. I see. Also, the jiggle physic on this. Nikita is like, the whole side boob thing is, I never thought they could go as crazy as they did. All right, let's see real quick. This.
Lone Syndicate said she is a train conductor.
Is this one the same? I just gotta kind of, I don't know about this one. I don't know, gang. I don't know about her alt. Diabolical. Absolutely diabolical, man. That's crazy. Also, what a wholesome vibe. Also, just, I feel like I know what you're thinking about with that coffee. And this is, I guess, her, like, other skin. This is the other character Lone wants to see. I like the battle damage, gang. I don't know how I feel about the mecha bikini situation happening, but yeah. Jesus Christ.
McFlufferkin said, these characters
all right, that's about,
single-handedly making people wish they'd take the train more often.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's about
Bolty _1337 said they had to offer you coffee with a lot of milk.
All right, we gotta be chilled out on this one. I forgot. I always run it. I run it in fucking 2x speed. I'm so sorry. All right, relax. All right, so this is our alt. What the fuck? PTSD, the house? Wow, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting with the level of a mecha thing to just be a fucking PTSD, my fucking family died moment. Okay. Jesus. Anyway, Lone, once again, cultured game aside, hot damn. At some point, I just run out of things to say besides, yeah, fat tits and and a crazy body. I guess mecha's cool. I don't know, man. It seems like a lot. All right, let's increase the sound of ZZ because we're gonna be burning through some story. Also, check out my absolutely stacked. Speaking of stacked, this. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that good? I was actually not terrible. This is the one that sucked ass. I didn't get it to drop with physical resistance. Anyways, I'll be right back. All right, watching.
McFlufferkin said, frankly, Lone's brief descriptors feel like he's trolling. See this lady with a shotgun? She drives a train. Laughing face.
Bolty _1337 said, I need tickets to that train.
Lone Syndicate said that was Snow White. She was one of the game's Og Pilgrims on release, and she got an alt version for New Year's, turning her into a literal one-man army.
Ooh, awesome. I was about to say, I was pissed on my floor. I was pissed on my floor because I had my headphones still on. And I was going to the washroom, and then Fluff said that, and I started chuckling. And anyways, but I was gonna say, yeah, well, the whole lore of Nikita is so crazy. Also, I love that the idea that in Nikita, like, I think they're all androids or some weird shit. Anyways, but the idea that, like, yeah, because you don't know which one of these characters is gonna be like giga broken. So maybe it is the train conductor that's actually just like the next best character that's like a walking apocalypse. And she's just out here doing the train thing. I mean, you never know what people have hobbies, whatever. But let us begin.
Promise to tell me if anything's wrong, okay?
Also, despite her amount, she has a lot of movement.
I'll give you a hand.
Crazy movement. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin. What is options? I don't know. Regardless. All right. Let us start the story. It keeps telling me I can do it. I don't know how to start it again. There we go. Start early. Unlock this. There we go. Unlocked. Nice. Recap, please. Season 2, Chapter 6. Quick recap. Let's rock.
It's our teacher, Carol Arna.
Pause text speech.
In search of clues about our teacher, we set out under the mayor's orders as
McFlufferkin
apprentice
said,
disciples
"Glad I
of
could
Green
provide a
Summit
difficult
to
tweak to
investigate
your
the
washroom
abnormal
break."
hollow activity in Waifei Peninsula. But we never expected to uncover traces of the Exaltists behind it all.
Right.
Evil shall be purged!
We did catch him on that. Cultists.
Hurry up! We're running out of time!
Aren't you the one who
The best
saved
arc.
me from despair?
And through that, we learned the origin of Yunquei Summit's tragedy, the Qingming Sword.
Losing your senses and memories. That's a tremendous cost.
If you want to sever the connection between your sister and that sword, then the Creator is the only hope for you.
Give me back my brother! I am Yeshun Guang, wielder of the Qingming Sword of Yunquei Summit. Shifu, my brother, Wise, Bell, and everyone else. I must remember all the beautiful moments we shared together. I have to remember.
Yeah, last time she used her sword, and then she's like, I'm good. Didn't lose any memories, and she absolutely did. So we're hoping it's not a shit show, you know? We're hoping that it's going to be a happy ending. But anyways, we're going to do a little bit here.
Lone Syndicate said, LOL, I'm not trolling. Some Nickies just have everyday jobs and are non-combative Nikki, like you have your maids, singers, police, etc. At least in story in-game, every Nikki they release is battle-ready.
But I'm about to say, but then they go into fucking war? They're like, what the fuck is a fucking flight attendant or some shit, a train conductor lady out here ready to fucking rip out a 12 gauge and pump 7 shells into a person? What is that? But yes. Oh God, I have not drank enough of this coffee. Delicious, it's the best. My eyes twitching. All right, let's rock. Hello, tiny child. Did they at least voice this one, or are we still in the purgatory hellscape of not being able to communicate? What's up? What are you guys talking about? We're skipping. I'm not doing this. Let's go. Good. Yes. That.
Wow, your osmanthus cakes are so good. So soft. But isn't this a little too sweet?
I feel like this was an abrupt change of pace. We're immediately going to like talking about the existential aspect of the next year and discipline and shit to fucking video game stuff to meme, I guess, or naked women, basically.
Lone
the
Syndicate
anime.
said everyone they are trained for combat, just in case the train crew, for example, sometime have surface operations, so they need to know how to fight as well.
Okay. But aren't they all androids? So, like, in a world where you can get a shot in the chest with a shotgun and basically just rechange your auxiliary port or whatever the hell it is it that scary? Also, couldn't you just, like, dump your consciousness into another, like, android vessel? I don't know. Anyways, is it? It is. Nothing matters.
It is a bit sweet, but there's nothing wrong with a little sweetness.
Ooh.
Really? Sorry, I guess I added too much
McFlufferkin
sugar.
said, "What do you mean? Wise's New Year's resolution is figuring out how to manage all of these wives."
Are they wives? I still don't know if Wise is him, if he's it. Like with Wuwa, I'm pretty yes, he's a menace, you know. But with Wise, I don't know. Not everyone wants to fuck Wise, I think is the thing. Whereas in the other game, pretty much every woman wants to bang Rover, and Rover's just like, what? What? But he does shit that makes him think, you know. Oh, also, I played more of Robo Recall. I found this fucking burst rifle that shoots explosive rounds, fucking eviscerated shit, and it had heat seeking on it.
I'll make it much better for you next time.
I wonder if Wise is going to be like, guess what? I know you're lying because I told you how much sugar I like. Boom. Your memory's gone. It's really very delicious.
There's no need to be nervous, Xiaoguang. It's already delicious.
Oh, I forgot to shave my beard and shit. I gotta, yeah. Dang.
I'm glad you like it.
But I've always wondered, why do you like osmanthus cake so much?
Actually, I just like anything related to osmanthus.
What is osmanthus?
I remember a long time ago, when I just joined Yunquist
Lone
Summit,
Syndicate said,
there was
correct.
a
Nickies
dessert
only
shop on
have
the
human
corner of a
brain
nearby
and can
street.
swap to spare bodies as long as their head isn't destroyed. And there are some things they can't come back from, like they can get corrupted and turn.
Sounds like a lot, honestly. But also, I guess it kind of makes sense. That world building might be crazy.
They made amazing osmanthus cakes there, so I always pestered my brother to get some for me.
Is the guy you play in the game, Lone, the main general dude, is he like a cyborg too? Or no?
But for some reason, I ended up with a stomachache every time I ate them. So my brother eventually stopped me from eating them.
Are you allergic?
Then I decided to try making osmanthus cakes myself. So long as I made sure to use the right amount of the right ingredients, I was fine.
As she speaks, every carry the nostalgia she had towards the past and a hidden determination. She basically reminiscing and got juiced up. Yes, just as you're enjoying your osmanthus cake.
McFlufferkin said
suddenly
that's
runs over.
mostly because Wise tries to maintain an air of professionalism as both a proxy and as a store manager. The charisma comes with the trust events, hangouts, and cinema dates.
I'm about to say, as a person who has not done the cinema
Lone
stuff,
Syndicate said it is crazy, Grin, but the world building done so well, and no, the player character is human.
is human. I was about to say, because if he was an android, it makes sense somehow. Some of the Nikias, I believe, are aggressive as shit, like whipping him and shit. I know it digs into a kink fetish or whatever, but I was so like, oh, maybe in this world you could fucking punch someone in the chest and just be like, I'll get you a new body or whatever. But apparently no. Apparently no, you're a human person. These people are crazy.
So this is where you were.
Senior Fufo, you're back.
She's pissed.
Yeah, we heard something happened again in Wi-Fi, so we hurried back as fast as we could. We just got here today.
Who was it, the other lady?
But never mind that. I just got word something strange has appeared over at Siloon Bay. We should go take a look.
Okay. We need to keep our foot on the gas. Oftentimes we talk about stuff too much. I don't know how long this is.
How is this possible? Those strange white flowers we saw inside the hollow are showing up out here, too.
Also, by the way, just tell you a side thing. On New Year's, they gave us 1,000 polls or some shit, or 800 polls. So if anyone plays this game and has not logged in since New Year's, log the fuck in. Yeah. The Nikita PC, unless you're not playing this game anymore, that's fine. Fuck off. Just don't worry about it.
And is it just my imagination? Or does it somehow feel like the Qingming sword is reacting to them?
Fluff says the Nikita MC probably has given up a few things chasing a dream. so he's at least become a cyborg. I have a bad feeling about this. Yes, the plot.
Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Same. They look exactly like the ones in my memory. If only Ishu and Shifu were here, she'd know what to make of this.
With everything that's happening in Phylum Heights,
Stash is painted
it's only
on.
right for the High Preceptor to report directly.
That was
to the
right,
main.
not a temple yet.
That's her duty. And
I
including, of course, the mess your brother caused. Yeshu Yun. He's brought shame upon Yunquist Summit.
The fact that the Japanese have come up, or whatever the fuck this culture is, they have come up with this, the Yi, Shi, like it's just so, none of them go together. It's just a whole ass thing. I don't know how you say that fast.
Cheng Guang, I feel like you and Zhongli would get along. Well, you both can share the memories of Osmanthus' wife.
Ooh, I didn't even think about it. Right, Osmanthus, right. Yeah, definitely Chinese.
Wu.
That makes sense.
My brother, he's just...
Yeshun Guang. Facts are facts. There is no arguing them. But remember this. The two of you walk different paths. You have your own burden to bear. Since you've inherited the Qingming sword, you must carry everything it represents. That is your destiny.
I went to bed 12. Headbutt him.
Excuse me, but who might you be?
Sorry, I forgot to introduce him. He's Yunquist Summit's current...
I am Lu Hengzhou. I know who you are. Yixuan's new disciple. As for these flowers, they've already been reported.
Who is he?
So far, they seem harmless, exhibiting no signs of aggression. They're structurally fragile and ordinary in every way.
How are we talking about flowers?
No, they're not. I've seen these flowers before, back when the old Capitol fell, and we also found a ton of them deep inside Limnian Hollow. The weird thing is, whenever we approached them, it seemed to weaken the effects of the corruption.
Is that so? Then just to be safe, you may clear these flowers away for now.
That's very, almost always it's like, no, I'm going to be unreasonable for no reason.
Okay.
She swings her sword, light flashes, and the white flowers before her crumble instantly into ash. There's far more fragile than they look.
Lone Syndicate
really
said the
just
Nikki
ordinary
McKee,
plants?
although isn't cybernetic, is some sort of superhuman who was made in a lab. And the reason he can do the things he does is he can basically heal super fast.
Oh, okay. And it's supposed up to 8 players, but the state... Wait, what? If there's time for it after the story time, I'd be happy to talk more about Cloudim. It's pretty fun. If a bit janky, open world exploration and combat game, dungeons, base stores. Yeah, I watched some more gameplay of it. It looked neat. That's why I was kind of interested in it.
Mr. Liu, please believe me. These flowers aren't as simple as they look. There's something deeper going on. We can't just let them spread like this.
You're not usually this persistent. Is it because of what you've been through lately? Or have you met someone special who's made you start questioning things?
What a douche. Seems to glance in your direction, or is it just your imagination?
No, that's not it. I just feel like this is too important to ignore.
That was what I was going to say. Is I have not experienced Wise's Riz, but I will say they seem to be like leaning heavily on hers. Yeah, like where maybe it's just the story. Maybe this is like you could just do a side mission and like do the companion quest, and you'll get the same type of vibe from all the other heroines in the game. But I do feel like Wise and her like set up as like legit that. That.
Tomorrow evening, I shall gather all the relevant people. We'll meet at the temple.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
Of course, this isn't only about the flowers. It's also time to come to a final verdict on your brother's actions. I'll need to review everything and make a statement that does right by the disciples of Yunque Summit.
I understand.
Good. That's all I needed to hear. Yeshun Guang, never ever forget who you are, or the duty that comes with your gift and your sword.
Intense. Turns to leave, as he brushes past you, he pauses for a brief moment and murmurs something only 2 of you can hear. Ooh.
Let's hope your presence in her life brings strength, not burden.
Ooh, it's a powerful line.
Sorry you had to see that. Mr. Liu's always been that way. He takes Yunque Summit's honor more seriously than anything. But I'm sure he didn't mean any harm.
So who exactly is he again?
So,
elder guy?
Who exactly is this Mr. Liu? Is he one of our seniors at Rinque Summit or something?
McFlufferkins said, not sure if it adapts based on your chosen MC, but it seems that Wise and YSG have some brief history.
Oh.
It really does seem like they're establishing her as a canon love interest.
Yeah, okay, so I was wondering if that was the vibe, but it seems like it. Okay, good. That makes sense.
He's an elder of Yunque Summit. He's the one who manages everything when Ishrin Shifu's not around.
As elder of the thing?
Elder?
Whatever it is.
But I heard
Dojo
that
thing?
Ishrin Shifu was the only one from Rinque Summit who survived the Phylum Heights incident back then.
Well, he's more of a guardian than a fighter. Back when everyone left the mountain, he was tasked with making sure the disciples' families were safe. That's how he survived the disaster. I didn't think he'd come here, too. Guess that means whatever's happening lately really is serious.
I don't know why her hair is like gradient like that. You guys mentioned something about it one time. He seems to be kind of strict with you. It doesn't seem like he likes me very much.
He doesn't seem to like me much.
Oh, it was actually a choice.
Huh? Really? He's always been quite a serious person. He's probably feeling a bit tense lately, with everything going on. Alright, enough of that. It's getting late, and I need to prepare for tomorrow's meeting. Oh, right! The osmanthus cakes! They turned out a little off this time, but next time I'll make the perfect batch for you to try. It's a promise, okay?
Cute! Clinton, her eyes glimmer as she looks at you, and she finally gathers her courage. She holds out her pinky. You reach out and hook yours gently with hers. A bright, content smile spreads across her face. She pulls her hand back and gives you a small wave. What the fuck? Why are we doing pinky promise something? Amethyst wine?
See you tomorrow.
Or amethyst cake? Also, wasn't it the Hoyo? Oh, I think it's a Chinese thing. I guess. It's like the region is Chinese-based, so they're referring to that culture. Turns and disappears around the corner, just like an ordinary girl. Yet, somehow, as you watch her go, you can shake the feeling that she's carrying something far heavier than she's ever let on. Here we go, Chapter 6, baby, to be fuel for the night. What? What the fuck does that mean? She is way too cute. Yes. I always try to be like, let's hold back. Let's not be like, oh my god. But yes, I also think wholesome, adorable. Hello. I wonder when the junior yada 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 got it. Hello, old man. The brother dies at dawn. Is that what is happening? To main hall, everyone already here. She joins remotely due to other obligations.
McFlufferkin said, since she's supposed to be a horse thyron, it's probably to emulate how their hair darkens near the hooves and other extremities.
Oh.
It at least looks more natural than Belle's natural at the tips.
Does Belle have does Belle have natural things to do? Okay. She is pretty adorable, says Red. Yeah.
Since everyone's here, let's begin.
I haven't seen her for a minute.
The purpose of this meeting is to gather what we know, review the current situation, and discuss what to do with Yeshu Yun.
My apologies, everyone. It is a little inconvenient for me, so I'll have to join you like this. When I heard what happened with Shu Yin some time ago, I had planned to return to Phylum Heights immediately, but I received an urgent mission from the mayor. There's been an abnormal disturbance inside Hollow Zero, and as manpower was insufficient, Section 6 and I were sent to deal with it. It's a complicated matter and still has yet to be resolved. I am unable to leave at this time. Mr.
Lone
Liu has
Syndicate
given me
said
a rundown of the
she's so
situation
cute.
regarding the creator.
10 out of 10
The
waifu
situation is
material.
dire,
She
so
checking
I've
all the
also
boxes.
shared
Also,
this
Grin.
information with the
Have you
mayor.
brought any potentials for any of
However,
your characters
information's
yet?
likely not complete.
What? Have you bought... I'm drowning, sorry. Wait a second. Have you bought any potentials? What's potentials mean?
As such, I would like each of you who was there to briefly recount what happened so we can make the most accurate judgment possible.
Potentials?
Long story short, that Miss Sarah from the Exaltists was behind a whole string of events. Her real goal was to awaken the creator.
We already seen the recap.
Meanwhile, Yeshu Yin's so-called partnership with Sarah was just a cover. What he really wanted was to destroy the creature before it could fully awaken. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. He overestimated himself, and in the end he was possessed by the creator's power. We ended up having to fight him.
Yeah, it's true, I guess.
Thanks to Xiaoguang's assistance at a crucial moment, we were able to subdue the monster under the creator's control and awaken Yeshu Yun.
It's all thanks to that good thing she had this year. So yeah.
It's all thanks to Xiaoguang. Without her, we wouldn't have been able to suppress that monster or rescue Senior Ye.
Yet everything comes with a price. And that price... Xiaoguang, you used the power of the Qingming sword, didn't you?
I'm sorry, Shifu.
When you inherited the Qingming sword, I told you, unless it's a matter of life and death, you must never draw it from its case or tap into its power source.
Was she about to get outed?
But my brother's life was hanging by a thread, and my friends were in danger. Please, Shifu, tell me, what situation could possibly be more dire than that?
Xiaoguang, I'm not blaming you. It's just, more than saving others, I'd rather you learn to protect yourself.
I was gonna say that's something I think I'm not sure many stories have ever tapped into, but the idea of like, and it's stories like the people have basically had the thing where like when I use my power, it shaves off a year off my life, right? Like that's something people have heard before, but I haven't heard a story that basically like besides Dispatch slightly, which is like plays with the idea of like how easy it is to make the deal if there's no recoil, like in the moment, you know, like oh I'll give 10 years here, another 5 years here. Oh fuck, oh fuck, I'm down bad. I only have like maybe like what is it, 10 years to live? Like, I think the ease of the deal would be the problem.
Let's leave it here for now. Anyone else have something to add?
Though we ultimately
Lone
prevailed,
Syndicate said
yes,
meaning
UN
have to
left
board
on
any
his
of the
own
buffs
in
yet for your
chaos.
characters.
We have no
Yeah.
information on his
Yeah, we did yesterday.
whereabouts.
We bought 2 for Evelyn and 2 for the other. No, Sambi and Evelyn. No, Sambi and Ellen. No, whatever that shark lady is. I can't believe I forgot her
I've
name.
also been informed of that. I'll see what I can do to locate him.
High Preceptor. Yeshu Yun colluded with
McFlufferkin said
Exaltus,
Belle colors her hair the
endangered
dark
Phylum
blue. She
Heights,
naturally has
and brought shame
silver/gray
upon
hair
Yunhui
like
Summit.
Wise, but they represent it
Surely
by
this
having
can't
it
be
fade
brushed
at the
aside with
ends
just
rather
a
than at the roots, which is
locate him,
unusual.
can it?
Got it. Why not hear what he said? But yeah, got it.
You
Probably
probably
said
don't know this, but before I left, I sent the Qingming bird to Lemnian Hollow to search for him. But the poor thing got trapped there by the Exaltists and only just made it back.
I say, isn't it like ink? Can you just summon another one?
When I examined the bird, I realized Shuyan had been trying to send me messages about the Creator, but they never got through. So no, Shuyan never really sided with the Exaltists or betrayed Yunquei Summit. And
Boom.
that's exactly why we need to find him.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hear what he has to say, face to face.
My brother must have had his own reasons for everything he did. I know he'd never betray us.
Whatever the case, Yeshu Yuan has done real damage to Yunquei Summit's reputation. Still, the details can wait until he returns. We'll deal with it properly then.
I take it you two are finished now? Then let me add something. When Sarah tried to summon the Creator, we saw this really weird black mist appear.
Her eyes are kind of weird, dude.
And the strange thing is, we couldn't even hit it. Our attacks went right through.
Couldn't hit it.
That black mist is a formless entity. To harm it, you must condense it into a tangible state, just like the creature the Creator commanded.
I see it now. That black mist must be the true form of the Creator's power. I've already discussed this with the mayor. He plans to conduct a discreet investigation through his own channels. For now, we are to stay put. Especially you, Xiaoguang. You need to stay in the temple and focus on recovering.
But
I don't think that's how her power works. I think it takes and then it leaves. I don't think it's like she's damaged.
Shifu's right, Xiaoguang. You fainted before, remember? You really can't keep pushing yourself like this anymore.
Yeah, Xiaoguang. Since both Shifu and the mayor are stepping in, we can finally take a little break.
Boom.
The power of the Qingming sword is both the pride of Yunquei Summit and the burden of its wielder.
Yeah, we got the
Right
potential.
now is not the time for it to
I know
be
that's what it's
drawn.
called, potential. Makes sense.
You must cherish this power and use it for the sake of many, not to serve your own feelings.
Fuck you, dude. You can eat a bag of dicks.
So, I agree with the High Preceptor's decision. Yeshun Guang, you need to rest.
He's like, I agree with her, but you should die for people, us, not yourself, not whatever you want. Maybe we should hear what she thinks.
How about we let Xiaoguang speak for herself first? She's the one who's actually going through all this.
Peak boyfriend behavior, baby.
Thank you, Junior.
Also, Wise looking up. Okay, Wise goes upwards. Yeah, looks your way. Gratitude flickers in her eyes when she takes a deep breath. She's gathering every ounce of courage that meets everyone's
Lone
gaze head
Syndicate
on.
said, this old guy, the first kind of hate, he has a very punchable face.
I agree.
McFlufferkin said, a lot of the new agents have eyes that really stand out, if a bit distracting. It's been a trend set by Lucia and Yidhari at least.
Yeah.
Dylans are oddly unnerving to me.
Yeah, the one lady, the one bow staff lady, I just noticed that she has it looks like neon inverse colors almost.
I want to help with the investigation too. Even without drawing the sword, there must be something I can still do. Please, let me.
No. I've already said this before. If you want to avoid the sword's negative effects, you must stay away from anything related to it. This isn't up for debate.
Ooh.
If there are no objections, I'll take my leave here.
Since the High Preceptor has spoken, this meeting is concluded. Thank you all for your cooperation.
I really didn't realize how much of a big dog she was, basically, the lady, Sifu. The air is heavy and silence. With silence, her shoulders slump a little. She quickly lifts her head, hand to wipe her cheek. Oh, she's crying, like she's erasing something. Then running from everyone's gaze, she turns and leaves without a word. You motherfuckers! I'll kill you all. What's good, Baizu? Y'all pull some shit. I'm so fast at reading. You guys don't realize we're so fast. We're just yep. And him as well. She shoulders more responsibility. She's acting not quite as fucking shut up. Shut your mouth.
Lone Syndicate said, Grin, when you get a chance, you should check out my Shenguang build.
Oh, is it on the thing? How do I see your thing again? Is it that? No, I don't know what that is. What is this also? Investigate Zone Squad? What the fuck is that? Is it internet thing? Where do I find people again? Is it more? It's more. And it's training community? Nope. Fuck you, dude. I can't remember last time we actually looked at, like, what an underutilized thing in this game is, like, the friend system. Proxy archive? No, I don't know. Where are you? I can't find shit. Strategy, redeem, tool, limited thing. No, I can't be it. So it must be down here then. Mail, options, notice, achievements, internet storage.
McFlufferkins said, let us know whenever you set up your outpost, a guild/clan system. Especially will be nice once the co-op is fully implemented.
Yeah, I also don't know why should I start it? I don't play this game as much as you guys. And I won't be able to manage it for shit. I'm better off just joining on you guys. Join the one with it. What you guys want to make? Unless there's like something that, yeah. Where the fuck how do I find Lone's thing again? Agents, store, no, notice. Options? I thought maybe it was here. That's where I see mine. Social media set, no. Proxy archive. What the fuck? I was ready to collect this. Look at that. Is it internet? No. What? I got upload. I don't know how to find that. I don't know where it is. Because I'm in a story or something?
McFlufferkin said I could make it, but I'd probably still associate it with Brothers Grin or something.
I would love that. That'd be cool.
Wise. I'm still a little worried.
She's so sad.
Sure, Xiaoguang looks fine now, but who knows if that sword's influence might get worse. It won't be good if she really does lose all of her memories. Maybe we should reach out to Ishu and Shifu again?
Oh, so yeah, I see that. I see the bit. There's a tiny bit of gray. You've got a point. Let's ask Fufu. You got a point.
That makes sense. But reaching out to Shifu directly might be disruptive. She's had her hands full lately. Let's consult Senior Fufu first.
Let's do it. I was gonna say, does anyone else have a weird tradition? This is a tradition we have for my family. But what do you call it? It's on New Year's, you have to wear new clothing. Because everyone gets like socks for Christmas or something. So you have to at least wear one piece of new clothing every New Year's. Does anyone else do that? Or is that just yeah.
Lone Syndicate
my
said,
household thing?
sorry, but they changed it. If you pull up the new functions menu, you'll see friends at the bottom.
Okay, I'll check it out as soon as we're past this. Functions. Okay. You go to Fufu about your worries. Talking about it may really be losing her memory. She may really be losing her memory. Turns out she's been just as anxious about it. After some discussion, she's contacted her. Oh.
Shifu, we're really worried about Xiaoguang. If she really does start showing signs of memory loss, is there anything we can do?
There's nothing we can do. According to the records of past sword wielders, memory loss itself is a warning sign. Once it begins, the erosion caused by the Qingming sword only grows stronger. And after that, there's no turning back.
Hard cut to people using her on the battlefield and spamming the fuck out of the sword.
No way.
Oh, tiny sad ears.
But, based on my studies, a As long as the case remains intact, and Xiaoguang refrains from drawing on the sword's core power, its influence on her can, in theory, be contained.
But he says, fuck tons where? What you mean?
So you must keep a close eye on her condition.
Did I say something?
Whatever happens, she must never use that sword the way she did before.
Understood. We'll keep a close watch on her.
And about what I said during the meeting earlier, I was too harsh. I didn't think about how it would make her feel. I know she only wanted to help.
You made her cry.
But after my sister...
I'll cut you.
After what happened to my sister, I can't lose another person to that sword. Especially not my own disciple, someone I'm supposed to protect. If only the Qingming sword had chosen me instead.
Please don't blame yourself, Shifu. I know you only said those things because you're worried about Xiaoguang. I'm sure she'll understand too.
Even she's got weird eye things. I didn't even notice that. Quincy's sword chose its own master? Ooh.
Hold on a second. That means the Qingming sword actually chooses its own master?
Yes, that's right. The Qingming sword chose every one of its masters. Only those it accepts can resonate with it and wield its power.
Ooh.
But even after all these years, no one has figured out what that sword looks for. It doesn't seem tied to strength, talent, or anything measurable. Back when Xiaoguang and Shi Yan joined Yunhui Summit, Mr. Liu thought Shi Yan showed far greater potential. I once guessed the Qingming sword might choose people with a certain kind of constitution, but that doesn't explain why it passed over me, when my constitution is far closer to my sister's, and chose Xiaoguang instead. We know far too little about this sword.
Oh, so what is this? Is it sort of like a fucking weapon? Where does it come from? Is it a possessed entity? I don't know. In that case, why is it inherits the sword in the? Yeah, why should she get the sword in the first place?
Sorry if this sounds blunt, but if we already knew the tragic fate of the Qingming sword's wielders, why let Xiaoguang inherit it?
This was my mistake. One I'll never be able to forgive myself for.
Huh?
After my sister's accident, I devoted everything I had to studying how to suppress the sword's side effects. When I finally succeeded with the case, I naively thought that would be enough, and that the sword could be tamed. So, I let my guard down.
Yikes.
Back then, Xiaoguang had only just joined the sect. She was still a curious child. One day, when she was playing behind the mountain, she wandered into an off-limit area where the case was kept. All it took was one touch, and the sword chose her.
You think he'd bury it? You think he'd bury a weapon and say, no, he's left in the fucking behind the shack in the mountains, you psycho?
Once the bond is formed, it can't be undone. Until the Keeper's death. If only I'd been more careful with its safekeeping. The case had been successful, and I let my pride dull my vigilance. None of this would have happened.
I've heard about it. According to Elder Liu, it was just an accident. No one could have known that something as simple as a touch would form a bond.
I don't trust Elder Liu.
Instead of blaming anyone, maybe we should focus on what to do next. The way she looked just now, she must be really hurting inside.
Lone Syndicate said we don't know the sword's origins. All we know that it's been part of Yunhui Summit even before Yixuan and her sister joined when they were kids.
Okay, to me, I don't know what these weapons are, if they're like possessed. Like at least in Withering Waves, it's some weird shit where it's like, it's vibrations, dog. it's fucking whatever it is, you know. But like in this game, I don't know. It has to do with like there's like portals of like waste or some sort of like dimensional goop that are like certain areas are off limits. I don't know. It's what I mean. It's like a bunch of like, I guess the point of this is that, sorry. I guess that's the kind of the point with this, is that it's all kind of like being discovered and figured out. I agree. I'll go talk to the lady.
I agree. Leaving her alone with her thoughts right now probably isn't good. Maybe I should go check in on her?
Horse girl.
I still have something I need to take care of. So if you could go keep her company, that'd be perfect.
Got it.
Xiaoguang really adores you, you know. Having you by her side will make her feel so much better.
Ooh.
Please, when you see her, tell her I'm sorry. Tell tell her it's my fault.
It's depressing. Very sad. She lets out a quiet sigh before ending the call. Shifufu and Bella both have some matters to attend to, so we'll leave you to riz up horse girl extraordinaire. Got it. Is she in there? Pow! Oh, I was supposed to... Oh, I had to open up my thing. Doesn't seem to be in the room. Wonder where she went. No,
McFlufferkins said, well, it seems like we're going to get more information about the main plot with Year 3 ZZZ stories. Finally having the debuts of the other A. I like Fairy.
Hey, hi. I was going to say, do you think we'll get Belle and them fully actually like become a resonator or whatever it's called in this game, an agent? I should take a look around. Sneak peek in the diary. Very fucked up thing to do, but we're doing it. But feeling a bit guilty, you can't make out details. You quickly close it back. Maybe you shouldn't read a diary, new entry. What? I don't know. Just then, a familiar voice comes from behind you. It sounds like startled, the flustered event.
Wise? What are you doing here?
I fucked up. I've heard something strange just now. I heard something strange just now. I'm a little worried about you.
You looked upset earlier. I was concerned and wanted to see.
So
how
I decided to
you're doing.
shatter your privacy, basically. Suddenly, a chubby orange cat waddles out from the corner of the room and looks over, mows triumphantly, and struts right past your feet. So the weird noise just must have been the little cat thing.
Thank you. I'm fine, really. But you... my diary?
I didn't read it. I may have caught a glimpse. Do we lie? Or do we... I gotta be honest. I may have seen it a little bit.
I'm sorry. I actually caught a glimpse.
Fuck the thing to do. I hit an option without realizing what I was doing.
Huh? Wait, what exactly did you see?
Before she finishes speaking, another familiar voice comes from behind.
Oh, you're both here. Perfect. I was just about to go looking for you. Xiaoguang, about what happened at the meeting. Shifu asked us to pass on her apology.
I know. She's only being strict because she cares. I understand that.
A hint of sadness flickers across her face, but she quickly pushes it down, replacing it with a polite, well-behaved smile of hers, just like nothing ever happened.
Anyway, thank you, both of you, for worrying about me.
She's like, I'm gonna self-immolate. You can't fucking tell me what to do. You don't always have to be the understanding one. It's okay to be upset, you know.
Xiaoguang, I've been meaning to tell you. You don't always have to be the understanding one. It's all right to feel bothered, to feel sad.
Dude.
Anyone would. I would, if I were in your situation.
I was gonna say, this is the face that, like, is in every anime ever, when, like, the wife or whatever is pissed as hell at the husband. And it's like, we have company over, so I can't beat your ass publicly. But wait, just wait. I'll kill you. They leave.
Those feelings are perfectly normal. Nothing to be ashamed of. So, remember, you don't have to carry all of it alone, okay?
Thank you, really. I get it. Don't worry, I'm okay.
You don't fucking get nothing.
All right. Shifu also asks us to do something else. A little test for you, actually. She just wants to make sure your memory's still doing fine.
Side thing, I'm trying...
Just answer whatever feels right, okay?
Ooh, here we go. We're about to get fucking caught. I was gonna say, I've tried this new coffee called Grizzly Bear. It tastes, fine. It's supposed to have, like, dark chocolate and black licorice in it. Once again, it just tastes like bitter coffee when you're drinking it black. Anyways.
Uh-huh. A test?
Boom!
All right, then.
Get fucked, lying bitch. I'm sorry.
McFlufferkins said Belle and Wise are an odd exception for Gotcha, not being free
Just
5-star
3 questions
agents.
will be enough.
I could see them being supports as it suits their proxy status, perhaps a buffer/debuffer type.
Yeah, I feel like they would. I would just hope that, like, it's one of the few things that has progression. You know, like, I would hope that the story keeps progressing in a way that, like, makes them stronger over time. You know, like maybe in Act 5 or whatever the hell they get, like, another boost. Ask her what she had at the thing. Yes, because I don't think she remembered about how we first met. No, I think this is the one I think Sneesh remembered.
Let me
Food
think.
actually might have been the play. Fuck, I think
When
food.
we first met, what were you doing at the time?
When we first met... If you mean at Sweeby and Temple, I think I was trying to rescue that chubby orange cat.
Looks like you got the first one right. So let's move on to question 2.
Ask her about when she was reading fortunes. Ask her about the night by the fire. All of it's in her diary. What should I say?
McFlufferkin said. They're also an odd exception since they both exist and are actively present in the story, compared to Star Rail or Wuwa or even Genshin as a semi-antagonist.
What do you mean? Wither Waves, you're present. You're like going through things. Yeah. In fact, if anything, you're quite present in Wuwa. In fact, it's kind of annoying. In Wuwa, they make you be present. I'm like, I don't want to play Rover. And they're like, you're playing Rover. I'm like, fucking off, dude. Unless you're saying maybe something different, which I may have misunderstood. But ask her about her fortune. I think what would have the higher probability of her not knowing?
Lone Syndicate said nah, she said she thinks hinting that there's doubt, and she's not sure call her bluff.
What should I say, Lone? Is there a thing here? Ask her about the fortune reading. Ask about her night by the fire. I think the fire might be better because the fortune thing I think she would write down. Maybe that's specific. Let's ask the fortune thing.
When you
so
were
specific,
doing fortune
surely
reading
she would
for
write
everyone,
down.
What role were you pretending to be?
The acting temple master.
Boom!
And Bolion was there helping out, and then I ran into you.
McFlufferkin said, no, I mean both gender choices.
Oh.
Belle and Wise are both separate people, rather than Rover being a gender choice for the player.
Oh, yeah, okay, no, that makes sense. Oh, I see. You're saying, yeah, okay. You're saying Wither and Wave is you basically have to choose what sex you are, and in this game, there's two entities that exist in both things, which I think is actually cooler. Yeah, I guess it's much cooler. It would be cool if we could actually use Bella more in some capacity, which maybe that's... Yeah, I guess that's still an option. Yeah, so I guess Bella and Wise both could be different units, essentially. One could be support, one could be DPS or whatever.
Right again. Now on to the final question.
Why do you like being called... What do you like being called the most?
And the last one. What do you like to be called the most?
Wait, isn't this question a bit too sudden?
I know the answer to this one. It's that.
Don't.
You know, that.
Don't say it.
Senior?
Can't hear you. Mate.
Couldn't quite catch that. Say it a little louder.
It's Senior. Aw, you're teasing me again.
Perfect. Seems like your memory's just fine.
No, she's lying.
It really puts my
She's
mind
playing
at ease.
game.
It's getting late, so I'll head out first. You two get some rest, all
Those
right?
guys who missed it, she basically has a diary where she writes shit down. That's why she was freaking out when Wise looked at it, because she was like, oh, fuck, that's how I can prove I'm not losing my mind. After Jifufu says goodbye, she leaves her room. Now it's just you and her, and somehow the air feels a little different. Just as you're about to come up with an excuse to head back to your room, she calls out to you. I haven't had a chance to thank you properly yet. Thank you for saving me back at the meeting.
Lone
You're
Syndicate
welcome.
said I feel like she's cheating, but I don't know how.
That's how. Thanks to you, I found out courage to say I want to join the investigation out loud. For me, this is already a huge step forward. I sound pretty useless, right? Don't talk about yourself like that. I know that Shifu and everyone at Yukai Summit all actually care about you a lot, but I can't help but feel they're treating me like I'm glass that's breaking at the slightest touch. They carefully wipe me clean, protect me, make sure I wouldn't get in the tiniest, won't even get the tiniest scratch, but rather than being protected, I want to stand by everyone's side. That's a pretty selfish way to think, isn't it? Everyone's just trying to help me. Sorry for the rant. You can talk to me about anything at any time. Thank you. And yeah, haven't you been procrastinating your summit technique lately? If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll guide you through the steps by step. Oh, I didn't realize it was already this late. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. See you tomorrow. Yep, see you tomorrow. Wave eagerly at you. Her smile looks especially gentle in the moonlight. After saying goodbye to her, you head back to your room to rest.
Lone
Tonight's
Syndicate said,
sky-
unrelated note in Deadly Assault. I got a new high score of 102K.
Damn, is that...
This rotation bring me into the top 5%.
Damn, really shit. That's crazy. That's awesome. Oh, that's actually really, really, really cool. Tonight's Skyrim seems specifically peaceful and beautiful. Well, all right. She's memory loss central, but hey, we'll just go to bed. Also, what a bad bit of privacy, man. You know what's terrible about this? If I just ripped ass, everyone else in this whole place would know I just shit myself, basically, you know? No privacy. Now you need to get some thicker walls, man. Let's get some rest. After a busy day, you quickly drift to sleep. Then, while deep in a dream, you suddenly hear someone call out your name. In the end, you reluctantly drag yourself out of bed.
Catman 11,234 said, what do you think of the story? Also, if I got memory loss, I'd play Skyrim again.
Yeah, just fucking FBI, Men in Black, flash yourself to experience the same thing over and over again.
Lone
Damn.
Syndicate said, wait, is this that part?
I don't know if it's that part, what you mean. As far as the story, I don't know. Sorry, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I thought maybe because this was like the send-off for 5.5, it was going to be more broad, I guess, and maybe it will get that to that point, but it's not been that point yet. But otherwise, I enjoy the, like, her a lot, essentially. She seems like a really gentle and sweet person, so that's cool. But what's all this about?
Did I really see that? That shadowy figure? Was it just my imagination?
A sexy ghost. Find her.
Whatever. I'll just follow it and see what's going on.
What? What?
Huh. There's nothing here. This is Swabian Temple. No evil spirit would dare show up here. It's probably just a thief.
It's like a playful fox, horse, whatever. Ooh, that's fucked up. I don't like that I could see it, like, alt-tab out.
There's a cat over there. I'll go take a look.
Chunky Tabby. Hello, boy. You need to be given a diet and a half. Because shit. Fuck, that's a lot. That's a lot of meat. Seems like a little one saw something behind me. Uh-oh. You can sense it. There's definitely something lurking behind you. Pause, text speech.
Lone Syndicate said it is that part, it's the Yendir side of our senior.
Ooh.
Junior. Finally, we meet again.
Wait. I know you.
Surprised? Thought I was your sweet, well-behaved senior? Too bad. The one standing here now is a beast who just wants to survive.
Damn. Damn.
I've been waiting for you for such a long time, my dear Junior.
Oh, this is fucked up. This is fucked up. It's two sides. It's the side that's wholesome, sweet, and gentle, and then the side that's... Anyways, I've been waiting for you. Oh, she said this. She said this. Is that you? You're the one appearing when she used the sword. Yeah.
You're the one that appeared after she used the Qingming sword, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Your memory's sharp. That's right. I am your senior, Yeshengguang, through and through.
You're her alters. You're her other self.
Could it be your split personality?
If that
Lone
makes it
Syndicate said,
easier
is this
for
the
you.
part of the story where we get
Feel free to
seduced
think
by
of
our
me as
senior?
such.
Maybe. Pause text speech when we're in some dialogue and stuff because I keep not being able to when it's the old fuck talking. Let it rip.
Flufferkin said,
I
personal
can't.
lava hot, take time. I don't find YSG appealing. The split personality doesn't do anything for me.
Oh, I think she's great in both ways. I think that like this version of herself is interesting, and the other version of herself is also interesting. If that makes it easier, feel free to think of me as a Scotcha.
I'm the one she hides under that perfect obedient mask. The one she refuses to admit exists, but can't erase her other half.
That makes sense.
If she's the light, then I'm her shadow. If she's the saint high above, then I'm the one crawling through the dirt.
Eesh.
She's willing to use that sword, that cursed power, to save everyone, to play the hero. Funny. But me? I just want to live. How can you save others when you can't even save yourself? It's all just a story people make up to feel moved by their own sacrifice. The stupidest lie ever told.
I don't agree with you. Yeah.
I can't agree with that. Xiaoguang's wish to help others isn't some kind of fake sentiment. It's genuine.
You're really protective of her, aren't you? I like it. No wonder she thinks you're so special. But let me tell you something. Every chosen heir of the Qingming sword is expected to become a hero.
Hypothetically, gang, if you made 2 alter egos love you, does that mean double the love? No. Or no.
And yet, people are selfish by nature. Behind every noble reason hides an ugly truth. People want heroes. They raise their banners high, but all they really want is someone else to take the fall. A shield to stand in front of them. Someone to die in their place. But when that hero burns out, when she's spent everything she has, what then? Oh, they'll build a monument, offer flowers, shed a few pretty tears, write poems about her glory.
Yeah, I agree with her in that way. You're sacrificing yourself only for the sake of others and not the others that are the most meaningful to you, i.e. your friends. Like, I think it's okay to sacrifice yourself for like your people you love and people you know, but to say everyone by virtue of them just being a human, it exists or deserves for you to throw your life away for them. Bullshit.
And then they'll wait for the next fool to pick up the sword, to become the new hero. No one ever cares about the person beneath that title, the one who bleeds, who trembles, who cries. So tell me, if one day that hero stood before everyone and said, "It hurts, I can't do this anymore, I just want to live," what do you think would happen?
The whole thing, yeah, they want you to probably bleed more, probably, but that's why you don't. Whereas if you do that for your friends, I don't think they would say that. Yeah, absolutely, you've done enough. Fuck off, you know. People would understand, right? I don't know.
I don't know. But everyone has the right to make their own choice.
I like your honesty.
She before you suddenly leans in, her breath warm against your ear. Ah, shit. She putting the moves on us.
The truth is, from the moment that sword chose me, I knew exactly what I wanted. To be anything but a hero. I refuse to die before the world does.
Okay. Her fingertips brush slightly against your cheek, bringing a slight chill. With a half smile, she gives you a teasing look. Her lips curving into a into that sly, knowing way. That's weird. That's some weird fucking degenerate novel talking a bunch of nonsense and no one knows what the fuck that perceives or what that is. Anyways, banned person on Twitch who is bot. Alright, back to this.
Oh, did I scare you? Don't worry. I just needed some air. She'll be back very soon.
Are you in my dreams or are you like piloting her right now?
How about I let you in on a little secret? This outfit? I picked it out for her. Pretty, isn't it?
Great, looks great.
Looks like it's about time. She's waking up. Guess we'll talk again soon.
Wait.
Hold on. I still have a lot of questions to ask you.
Before you can finish your sentence, it's as if the white-haired person suddenly shut down. Her eyes fluttered shut, and a moment later, a familiar horse girl appeared.
Wise? What happened to me?
He's like, go back! Go back!
Lone Syndicate said
like
a
our
lady who
wholesome
knows
girl.
exactly what she wants. She's a keeper.
She's a keeper. Wait, dude, that's the thing that's always popular in a lot of these games is like the alt version of character. I get it. Once again, it's like the ultimate double challenge of like, what if I made both of them love me? All that stuff. Also, I don't think you would get more love, but I think the depth of their love would be much higher. I think that's true. Junior, because basically we have two people who are always ride or dying that hopefully would build. When the other person starts to be like, man, he's being a dickhead, the other person would be like, bitch, he has this going on. And maybe possibly it would be, or they would team up against you and it'd go over to shit for real fast. Anyways, Junior here too. I saw another you. Another me? What do you mean? Didn't you have some kind of odd dream too? I'm so sleepy. I should head back and get some rest. Otherwise, I'll have some minor dark circles under my eyes tomorrow morning. You fucking you wake up here and you're fucking like, I better run back into bed. You're crazy. Night, little Junior. All right, before I get too ahead of myself, what was the thing Lone told us to begin to do about a long time ago? What? Sorry, that was a really hard way of speaking, but where is the thing? Lone said that there was a sequence somewhere? Which one am I in when you're... Well, that's the thing. You might be like, hey, let's lay it down. Bang. And then just, hey, by the way, it's my turn. You're like fucking malnourished. You're like, what? What? Oh, God, hell no. Cat, that's the best. You never know. I think you know. She fucking looks vastly different, I guess. Question is, which one would you want to see? This is the only thing that fucks things up about the alt version. It feels like one of them who
Lone
maybe in the
Syndicate
cuddling
said,
is
so
in the
GRINN
pegging.
pull up
You know
the
what I mean? The other
wheel.
one is in the pegging. It's rough, and you're like, all right, I lost. This one, is that the wheel? It looks like a cog. What's the wheel? Pull. Oh, this thing. Storage, camera, options, agents, events. Can I add one? Agents, search. What the fuck? Where is it?
Bolty_1337, said Sun Tzu, said, when the enemy changes, another war has to be fought.
The fact you pulled that out is some crazy shit, Bolty. Or some shit like that. Yeah, if it sounds legit. It sounds like something he would say. Sun Tzu, our guy.
Catman 11234 said bipolar trait maxed out.
Ooh, I don't know about that. See, I think
Lone
it's
Syndicate
different.
said
Bipolarism
now
different.
it should give you 2 options in the bottom left when the wheel is up.
Oh. 2 options at the bottom left when the wheel is up. Is it this? No, that's some bullshit. 2 wheels at the bottom left when the thing is up. This. Camera. Or is it tier somewhere? I don't know, Lone. I don't know. It's fighting me. And I gotta use the washroom again because I have a child's bladder. Alas, I'll be right back. Is this it or something? Oh, it might be this. Friends. There we go. All right, I got it. I just needed to remember that was the thing. All right, let's see. Lone wanted us to check out his account. Check info. Where is she?
Promise to tell me if anything's wrong, okay?
Let's see. A whopping 2k critical damage and 50k. And that, what are these artifacts going? What is this? Oh, what is this new one? I don't even know we had a new one here. Why can't I look? What the fuck? Why can't I look at these? Okay, I guess I don't have one, so I'm going to see it. That's so weird. Anyways. All right, we got disgusting artifact loan. Why is this not 27? Okay. We got a critical damage one. Why is we have 3 attack here and not critical rate or critical damage loan? Disgusting. Okay. Also, ew, why would you go with penetration ratio and not physical damage one? I also don't have one of these. That's why I was pissed. That one's good. That one's beefy. Damn. Isn't there another one that goes here, though? No, I think it's maybe attack. I thought there was another one that was, like, good, too. I use washroom. Talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back. Ooh. Also, would it be good night, buddy? Would it be possible? Oh yeah, let's just vibe for the last little bit. Unfortunately, I wish we could have got more done here a little bit. Before I do too much, I do want to just try something. So, are we in the middle of a thing? Let's quickly go run back, and hopefully it will wake us up.
Lone Syndicate said you can look at the 2-piece effect if you hit the stats bonus button, and you want pen ration in the 5th slot instead of physical damage bonus at M0.
Oh, at M0. Okay. Well, shit, I might have a chance then. All right, cool. We'll not progress with that. I do want to do one thing really quick. I do have to shave. That's why I'm like, I was hoping to be able to go to 5:30, but I have to shave my goddamn face a little bit because I'm gonna go see family. I don't want them to think I'm a fucking disgusting freak. Anyway, so that was maybe a lot. Anyways, I want to also try my character. I put a couple artifacts on her, so I want to see if I actually can use her properly. Also, Lone, is Caesar the worst option to put her with?
Coffee is not a must.
I haven't have my Caesar's just been on standby for like a millennia, and I kind of wanted to have her do something. And she does. The team I set up works, I think.
GRed71 said, "Heyo, Happy New Year,
good?
everyone."
Happy New Year, Red. Don't worry about it. We're probably winding down here, but I also, what do you call it? Also, you should have been here at the beginning. That's when we were talking about all kinds of shit. I showed people VR. What do you call it? Breath of the Wild VR edition, and it was sick as hell. Maybe. Honestly, a lot of people seem to care, but I care. So, fuck you. I'm going to show you. Also, what is this? Oh, no. 8 hours? Do I have to do this by tonight? Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Anyways, let's quickly I just want to see this character that we built. God damn it, buttons. I still just need so much of this damn thing, I think. I was playing Avatar. Oh, you still grinding? I thought you'd be finished up with that game at this point. But I suppose not. All right, here's our team. This is the team I decided to. It weirdly works as far as the everyone gets the benefit. Also, I forgot to get the Bang Boo, by the way, but I got the Bang Boo, and it's cool. It does things, I think. I don't know. I think it makes sense. I think it's right. Let's look how good she looks. We'll see if she's actually good here. I don't really know.
No blazes here.
Also, I still don't know how to play her.
Drifting clouds.
Lone Syndicate said, and the reason you don't want to give yourself too much crit rate is because she already has 49% crit rate at a base, so you don't need that many crit rate rolls.
I see.
Especially if you pair her with Zhao.
That makes sense. All right, we can finally pop off.
The line is drawn.
God damn it, it's in the air.
What the heavens? Radiant cloud.
Damn. Okay, it takes a little bit of time to spin up, which is the only issue. But she hits hard. I don't know if there's certain things you can do to make her like get more energy faster, but that's a lot of the characters, which is a bit irritating. A lot of the characters are like they require a good bit of run up, and it's yeah, a bit shit feeling. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, we will be streaming at 3 p.m. tomorrow. It probably will. Oh man, we'll probably be streaming a long time because I don't think we made a dent in the story this time around, which is a bit rough. But hey, and I gotta grind tonight to do that thing too. Also, I hate when Wise just looks the way he does. Put him in. There we go. Much better. But ladies and gentlemen, that was the stream. Tomorrow will probably be a much longer stream, given how long the thing takes, the whole storyline, quest line takes. I hope it's not... I'm not sure if anyone else has completed it. Do you know how much we've completed?
GRED71 said, by the way, I've been shopping around for VR now. Probably going to buy the Steam frame.
Oh, let's go!
Depending on price.
Yeah, what would be your price, real quick?
Lone Syndicate said, Sheng Wang is the only character in the game who can hit all the caps for her stats, i.e. 100% crit rate, 200% crit damage, and 3k attack, hence why I have 12% attack on disc 4.
Oh, I see. So all what looks like inefficiencies are all perfect optimizations. Might be. That makes sense. But I was gonna say, Red, if it was $800, would you still be into it?
McFlufferkin said, still streaming myself, and I can plan for our next podcast to be Cloudheim as the game/topic if you'd like.
Yeah, sure, we can do that, yeah.
Ray Nate
It might be a
said,
little bit of
great
ways, but
stream, see
hopefully
you tomorrow,
we'll still be
Grin.
able to jump in. Yeah. I can't wait to see you. But under the index, they said that it was likely going to be around, is going to be cheaper than the index, which the index is $1,000. So they were saying it's going to be cheaper. Now people are like, is it going to be like $9.99, which is brutal? Or is it going to be something that's closer to like what people are hoping for, which is like $600? I think it's probably unlikely. I think it's either going to be $700 to $800. And with all the like tariffy weird stuff, I don't know if it's going to be better or worse, so to
Lone
speak.
Syndicate said, wonderful stream, Grin.
Thanks, gang. Somewhat around Quest 3, maybe. No, I definitely don't think it's gonna be $700. I mean, that'd be awesome. That'd be like the absolute play. I think like if Steam or Valve basically sold it for like $600 or something like that. That'd be huge. But I just have very little hope it's gonna be like that. I think if you wanted a deal, it's probably gonna be the Quest, but I would highly advise. I mean, I don't know. Quest 3 is rough. If you're going to go PC VR, I would highly suggest the PlayStation one. Everyone talks says a lot of good things about the PlayStation thing. But it is still wired, which might be a problem for a lot of people. But alas. And it's also not standalone. It's just good for PC VR, which is, I assume what you're going to be using for it. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, I have to go shave my beard. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I hope I can see you again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, where we're going to continue to burn through this entire storyline. As well as I hope 2026 is everything you absolutely hoped it would be and will be. And I appreciate you guys telling me your aspirations and all those things. Always love to hear it. Also, Fluff is streaming right now. Also, MTSOT. Sorry, bud, we're ending the stream. Bye.
McFlufferkin said, pretty sure the Steam Deck